ESPN welcomes you to a special presentation of the United Football League on ABC.
I come out here to show them you can chase any dream. Don't ever give up. We right here, man.
Yeah. That's the man against the world.
I'm going to play for you. I'm going to play for you. Yes, sir. Yeah. Out of the way.
Hello? St. Louis calling.
I know what type of players they are, but they're not us.
Now let's do it. Let's finish it.
We got one more now. We're excited to have another week to play.
We're going to play hard. We're going to play fast. We're going to play physical.
Put that crown on my head.
I will give everything I have.
Let's go.
No mercy.
The DC Defender team is for real.
Championship weekend. Let's get it.
We want to get it back and bring home that championship.
That's the man against the world.
Welcome to St. Louis, where tonight two teams with players with such a true love for the game try to conquer the thing that matters most of all, a championship. The Dome at America Center, home to the 2025 UFL Championship game, presented by Underdog. Have the two best offenses in the UFL, the two best quarterbacks, the XFL Conference champs who advance, the DC Defenders, the USFL Conference champs who advance in the bracket, the Michigan Panthers. The winner takes the crown to close out this successful second season of these merged pro football leagues in the spring. The final moments of prep for the two men who will determine so much on this title-seeking night. Jordan Ta'amu, the statistical king of the UFL, the dynamic DC Defenders quarterback. Bryce Perkins, Michigan's man, just named the MVP of the entire UFL. As we say good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore, as always, with my partner, Jordan Rogers. Sam Acho, Tom Luganbill, they're down on the field as our field-level analysts. We'll say hello to them in a moment. These rosters are filled with players who have NFL experience. They were big-time college stars. Some of them even have Super Bowl rings. But you spend time with them this week, and they will tell you winning a title matters. No matter their desire, career aspirations to get back to the NFL, winning tonight matters greatly.
No doubt. A lot of regular season hardware was handed out in the last couple of days, but there's only one trophy that you truly earn on the field, and you do it today. It's the most important trophy, the championship.
And they got the contenders to do it, the quarterbacks to do it.
No doubt. Best two quarterbacks in the UFL, hands down, and they do it really different. Bryce Perkins, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. He's the best dual-threat quarterback in the UFL. Amazing with his legs, creating. And on the other side, in Jordan Ta'amu, no hardware just yet in his trophy case, but he's the best deep ball thrower in the entire UFL, pushes it downfield, the best pure passer, and it's going to come down to which one of these two guys plays the best tonight.
Let's focus on this DC Defenders team, because we were with them early in the season. I don't think there were many people that would thought they would have this strong of a year and be in shape like this. They had a coaching change just before the season started.
Yeah, not ideal to change coaches a couple days before the first game, but Shannon Harris took over as the interim, and he injected an energy and a confidence to this DC team that has started this run that they're on right now. It's culminating in the championship game tonight.
Unprecedented access always in the UFL, from opening up the locker room to having the players mic'd up and cameras everywhere as you see the DC Defenders, the XFL Conference champions, making their way to the field. A team that led the league in yards per game, a team that came up in the biggest spots with thrilling fourth quarter rallies. The XFL Conference champions looking to win the United Football League.
Do you like football?
I love football, Coach.
Riley Moore with the spectacular grab.
Who's with me?
I love football, Coach.
We love football. He's got the wheels. Not gonna get him.
Do I like football? I love football.
7-yard score.
We love football. Do you?
Jordan Rogers, take us through their season and size them up for us.
Well, it started out with a bang. Week one, after Shannon Harris took over, they upset the three-time champs in Birmingham, and the energy and the focus continued throughout this season. We saw fireworks on the offensive side, inconsistency, but talent on the defensive side, a team that earned their right to be here.
And a dominant playoff road win right here on this field. Tom Luganbill's with them tonight.
Yeah, they're about ready to come out of the tunnel, Tez. You got Shannon Harris right here. DeAndre, what's the message message for this football team on defense tonight?
Hey, be dominant, tackle, have fun, and go win this championship, man. Everybody go do their job, we'll win. Easy.
It's all about the championship here for the Defenders. It's been a long time coming. The Defenders are ready to go.
They completely dominated the St. Louis Battlehawks right here. They did it, of course, with Ta'amu, but a fierce defensive effort of swarming the quarterback, and they ran the ball as well. We've got the two best teams. There's no doubt about it. And on the other side, there they are, the USFL Conference champions, the Michigan Panthers, led by former San Francisco 49ers head coach Mike Nolan, the USFL Conference champion Michigan Panthers.
Give him another goodbye.
On the run for the touchdown.
It's time to protect the proud.
Nakua read it perfectly.
Let's hunt. Protect the proud.
No one's catching him.
And Jordan, it was really interesting to watch this Michigan team grow as the season went along.
No doubt. The eventual MVP, Bryce Perkins, was split in time early in the season. He also missed 3 games later in the season, so they had to lean on a run game, and they had to lean on defense, and that's the reason they're here. Consistency on both sides of the football.
Former Texas Longhorn star, NFL veteran Sam Acho has closely covered the Panthers this season. Good evening, Sam.
Good evening. I'm here with all UFL lineman Ryan Nelson. Ryan, what's up with that WWE belt? What's up with it?
Baby, we the champs, baby. It's
Time. Here we go.
The championship game falls on June 14th. 250 years ago today, the United States Army came to be. With that in mind, here's public address announcer Andy Banker.
Fans, please rise if you are able for the presentation of our nation's colors. Here to present the Missouri State Highway Patrol Honor Guard. And here to perform tonight's national anthem on guitar from the band The Black Moods, please welcome Missouri native Joshua Kennedy.
Missouri's very own Josh Kennedy from the Black Moose. Short break, and then it's time to determine a champion. Kickoff from St. Louis when we return. Countless yesterdays filled with hard work, inspired by big dreams, led to this chance.
Today's the day. No tomorrow. We ain't worried about nothing but today.
Every man arriving at this moment is out to earn or make a return to the NFL.
I want to show everyone that I belong so I can keep chasing the dream.
And they show just how much and how they got here.
Tamu wants to heave one deep. Good touchdown defender. Tua right into the end zone. Panthers roaring.
Look how we did it. We built from the bottom, was down, but we built it back. Pushing the pedal right down in the metal. You know that we do to the max.
I come out here to show them you can chase any dream. No matter what it is, don't ever give up.
The ultimate goal is to win a championship. That's why we play the game.
Yeah, we don't play around.
We just got the dub.
We just play the game.
Now let's do it. Let's finish it.
This hope-filled league shines a light on believing, on striving, on never giving up.
Put that crown on my head.
It's time for the UFL Championship. St. Louis for the championship game. 10 weeks in one conference championship game. These two teams battle to be in this position. Referee Brian Banks has the coin toss at midfield.
DC, you're the visitors. Therefore, you'll get to call the toss. Today, we're using a commemorative coin. The team logos will be heads. The underdog logo will be tails. What's your call? Tails? Jack, give us a flip. It's tails. DC has won the toss. They've elected to defer. Michigan will take the ball, correct? Which way would you like to kick? We'll kick that way. All right, gentlemen, good luck.
So DC wins. They elected to defer, so the MVP is going to be out there to open up this game. Aaron Dolan has done a great job with us all season long as our in-game betting analyst. And Aaron, I know you said to us yesterday, these two offenses, we could have a record-setting total here for this one.
That's correct. The total is all the way up to 52.5. That is the highest total in UFL history, and the public is liking the over for tonight, which isn't surprising considering these offenses have been great for the entire season. And I want to highlight Bryce Perkins. His anytime touchdown prop is the most bet on player prop for tonight, including the postseason. He has 6 rushing touchdowns, which is tied for the most by any quarterback in the league. He's leading the Panthers tonight as a 3-point favorite. And of course, the public's on the Panthers as well. So like the over as well as the Panthers. And there's some live lines available on ESPN Bet right now that you guys can check out.
Great stuff, Aaron. Of course, the Offensive Player of the Year, the MVP is Bryce Perkins. Tom Luganbill is with DC head coach Shannon Harris.
Thank you very much, Tess. Now, Coach, I know you're going to tell me this is just another game, but you just had the opportunity to address your team for a championship as the head coach of the DC Defenders. What did you tell them?
Yeah, I just told them, embrace this moment. And to that point, yes, it is another game, but we got to make sure that we understand that everything that we've done thus far up until this moment is over with. Now we got one game to play this for a championship. We got to go out there and lay it all out on the line.
All right, good luck, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All right. One thing to keep a note on with DC on offense tonight, they've got to have success on first and second down against Michigan, which is the #1 ranked rush defense in the UFL. Sam Acho, what do you have?
I'm here with head coach Mike Nolan. Coach Nolan, you've been to multiple Super Bowls, multiple championships, haven't been able to pull one out. How do you do it tonight?
Well, look, it's going to be two very good football teams going head-to-head, and we'll let the game take, wherever it goes with us. But I think we just got to play it within ourselves, not give up any plays by bad mistakes, things like that. But I believe it's the same for both teams. The cleaner team, the cleaner game, I think is going to will be the winner.
Thanks so much, Coach. And quick note about this game. So Bryce Perkins, quarterback for Michigan, won all UFL. He won Offensive Player of the Year, and he won League MVP. The quarterback on the other side, Jordan Ta'amu, didn't. Expect a little bit of animosity in offense from DC side. Over to you, Tess.
And moments ago, all access with DC quarterback Jordan Ta'amu.
Hey, we prepared all year for this. This is a championship, what we've been waiting for. We trained our whole life for this. Y'all my family, y'all my brothers. I'm going to play for my brothers, man. I'm going to put my body on the line for all of you. Y'all hear me? I'm putting my body on for all of you. I love you, boys. Let's go win this. Come on. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Hey, win on three. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Acho mentioned a little animosity, maybe a little revenge game for Jordan Ta'amu. Led the UFL in passing touchdowns. His head coach got some hardware coach of the year. His offensive coordinator did as well. He's got something to prove tonight. He's going to have to do it against the league MVP, Bryce Perkins.
Here we go. Second year of the merged pro spring football leagues. Across the board, there was so much talent in this league this year, and you got the two best teams out there to determine it. Here's Xavier Malone on the return, as Malone dives ahead out to about the 32-yard line. All right, here comes the MVP, and what a football journey it's been for Bryce Perkins.
Yeah, started at Arizona State, then bounced to the JUCO ranks, and then to Virginia, and a couple years with Sean McVay and the LA Rams, where he won a Super Bowl. So a guy that has started games in the NFL, has that experience, and the talent with his legs is what jumps out. We've mentioned Jordan Ta'amu and the defenders want to throw the ball. Bryce Perkins and the Michigan Panthers want to get the ground game going with Toa Taua and with Bryce Perkins' legs.
Gets it quickly into space to Turner, and Turner able to spin free for an extra couple yards. Let's look at our impact players for this matchup.
I mentioned the importance of the ground game for Michigan. Running back Toa Taua, 21 carries last week, 3 touchdowns. He's the heartbeat of this offense. And Siosi Mariner led the UFL in receiving yards during the regular season. Didn't do much last week. Had something to prove. And on the other side, the best defensive front in the UFL, led by Derek Roberson and Joe Wallace, two guys that were both in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year.
Second and 5. Just hooking up with Turner again, and that's a first down. So Malik Turner, 2 for 2 to start the game.
Yeah, and seeing a couple passes here early from Michigan. Those are RPOs. So they got a really good offensive line. Ryan Nelson, Cole Cabral, both guys that were all UFL this year. They want to put the ball in the running back's gut and then let Bryce Perkins decide where the advantage is on defense. And already a couple times, DC loading the box and leaving those RPO, those run pass options open on the outside.
Empty set now for Perkins. And once again, 3 straight completions for Malik Turner, who a week ago had the play of the game when he had a 76-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and watch the attention that Anthony Hines is going to take to Bryce Perkins. Anytime he drops back, you got to worry about his legs, but you can't forget about Malik Turner right behind him. And it's a great read by Bryce Perkins when everybody's worried about him running the football.
Toa Taua, as he sprints ahead. He was a big part of the success last week at Birmingham with 3 rushing touchdowns.
Offensive coordinator Marcel Belfay, longtime CFL coach. So you see a lot of movement, a lot of motion from these wide receivers. And even more important today versus this matchup with the DC defenders, because they like to play a lot of man press coverage, a lot of pre-snap motion to try to create an advantage for this offense.
10 seconds, Bryce.
Taua, as he cuts back and then is met at the 35-yard line.
Hey, go. No, not
Blake Williams is the defensive coordinator for DC. His father, the veteran Greg Williams, who was in this position, and Blake has done a very good job taking over and guiding this team to this point.
He's got an aggressive personality as a... Something about the UFL that's special. They all work out in the same facility. Blake Williams saw Bryce Perkins in the elevator a few times, said, hey, we're going to throw the kitchen sink at you tomorrow night. Let's see if they do it.
2nd and 7 as McCrary finds a whole lot of room. Touchdown, Panthers. A 35-yard touchdown run for Nate McCrary.
with the block here on the outside by Gunnar Oaks. He's going to get Malik Fisher, and he's going to seal that hole. And then Ryan Nelson works up to the linebacker, and there's nobody left for Nate McCrary. And Nate McCrary, a guy that was a healthy scratch last week. They decided to go with Matthew Colburn instead of McCrary. McCrary 5th in the UFL in rushing yards this year. Got something to prove today, and he did it early.
Ortho home defense conversion attempt as they go for one. Remember, in the UFL, you can have a 1-point, 2-point, or 3-point conversion. There are no extra points kicked. McCrary. That big offensive line is trying to road grade their way, but they're going to mark him just short. But what a start for this offense. 6 plays, 67 yards. Perkins and Turner hooked it up. As this was how close they were on the conversion here, Jordan.
Yeah, it's a big physical offensive line, and they're trying to push forward there at the last second. You know, a lot of teams are opting for this 1 point as opposed to the 2 or 3 point. Not able to punch it in there.
They opened up with 3 straight passes completed, then 3 straight runs. McCrary with a 35-yard touchdown. 2025 UFL Championship presented by Underdog is brought to you by Progressive. Protect your auto, home, and business today at progressive.com. Jordan Ta'amu, he led the UFL in touchdown passes. He'll be out there with the defenders when we return to St. Louis. Great weekend here in St. Louis, and right now, if you go to ESPN Plus, you can catch the UFL audio cast version of this game. You fully immerse yourself in all the raw sounds of this game, and as you know, the UFL microphones everywhere, so the crack of the pads, the coach-to-quarterback communication, that is the UFL audio cast on ESPN Plus. 6-zip Michigan on top as they look so good on their opening possession of this game. E.T. Potter with that watermelon position of the ball for his kickoff as Chris Rowland will look to return. And you get the funky sidewinding rotation with that. Look at how it plays off as Mickens has to return it. But that positioning of the football by Potter is what creates the no return because of that action of the football. Now, let's get to Jordan Ta'amu and his path, Jordan Rogers.
Well, a guy that's been overlooked his whole career. Started out at New Mexico Military Institute before having success in the SEC at Ole Miss. Bounced around with a handful of NFL teams. And actually in this very building made the first ever start for the St. Louis Battlehawks. And he has been a spring mainstay. One of the best every single year. Year in and year out. Had an MVP-worthy campaign this year. But obviously, as we've mentioned, didn't take home any hardware. But get ready for deep shots downfield. It's a team that likes to push the ball vertical.
Starting from the 11-yard line as Deion Jackson is met after a gain of maybe 1 by Donovan Newton.
And all UFL slot receiver Chris Rowland is going to be a big part of this DC offense. Had a monster game last time these two teams met, 144 yards. Cornell Powell as well led the UFL with 7 receiving touchdowns. And that back end from Michigan, Arnold Tarpley, an all UFL safety, going to get a lot of action. But D. Delaney making his first career start, was just signed a week and a half ago because of some of the injuries in the secondary for Michigan.
And he played well.
Yeah, played
after
really
just
well.
being signed. Here's Chris Rowland. He's dangerous in space as he turns his shoulder pads upfield and gets out to about the 17-yard line.
This is an offensive line for DC that is really good in pass protection, probably the best in the UFL. But last week we saw them really get after St. Louis on the ground, 187 yards. If they can do that, this offense can absolutely open up. They love tempo. They love the RPO, the run pass option off the run, and then they love to take shots. They can get that run game going. They're going to be tough to slow down.
They go empty here on 3rd and 4. Ta'amu with protection, and he hooks up and gets it complete for a first down to Jaden Mickens. Jaden Mickens, who had a 5-year NFL career.
8 left, pistol, thunder,
assistant coach of the year in the UFL. And his 3rd year with Jordan Ta'amu. They know each other so well. That's why they can increase the tempo, short play calls. really stress the defense.
They were #1 in total offense this year. Here's Jackson as he glides his way on that right side and only gains about 2 yards. Was tackled by Breland Speaks, the former NFL second-round draft pick. Colin Bauer is the DC for Michigan.
Let's go anchor field baller.
He mentioned it specifically. He's got to protect his corners. I think you're going to see a lot of two-shell, a lot of two-safety looks, trying to force Jordan Ta'amu to just take the easy stuff underneath. They want to limit those explosive plays.
2nd and 8. Once again, Roland, and that's exactly what Roland can do. You give him a little bit of space, and he's upfield to midfield. Finally taken down by Whitehead, but he goes for 25 yards.
This is a called run play, and you got too many guys in the box. You only have 2 guys over 3. They're going to throw it to Chris Rowland in space all day, every day. It's an extension of the run game. It's what makes this offense so hard to defend against pre-snap. Because Ta'amu's going to know, okay, you have too many guys in the box, I'm going to play you on the perimeter. You're covering Chris Rowland out there, we're going to run the football. It's all a numbers game for this offense.
A little 5'8" receiver who they call Spark Plug. He was a spark plug right there. Jackson, as he cuts back against the grain and then slithers his way inside the 45-yard line before Mutin makes the tackle.
Early down success here, Jordan, like we talked about when we came on air, and when we talked to Jordan Ta'amu this week, he said the #1 thing we've got to do is stay ahead of the chains. Have ourselves in 3rd and manageable, 3rd and short routinely. Then those shots are really going to come because you're going to have to crowd the box and stop the run.
2nd and 4. Again, it's Jackson. Oh, excuse me, it's Ta'amu on the read. And he's tackled by Tafua. So it'll be 3rd down from there.
Yeah, he's just going to get a blitzer. You're going to see Arnold Tarpley, the safety, roll down late. And then does a great job of avoiding the block. So he's sitting right there when Ta'amu pulls that ball. To Luke's point, though, I thought that would be the shot there. Right. You're ahead of the chains on 2nd down. Thought that would be the shot play. Now you just got to find out where Chris Rowland is because they love him on 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Fakes the short pitch, and with that stride, Ta'amu will move the chains.
Just a great play design. Watch the fake pitch, and it's going to pull this linebacker completely out of the box. See, he went towards that arrow I drew, and then nobody left there on the 2nd level. That's one thing. Jordan Ta'amu is capable of running the football. He protects himself really well, but he mentioned to us this week, hey, there's no game next week. Right. I'm going to leave it all on the field. So I think we may see him use his legs a little bit more than we're used to.
You hear that attitude a lot from players this week. They set up the screen. It's Moore. The tight end, Briley Moore, is inside the 25-yard line. And now you start to see this Washington offense find their gear.
Well, it's the same almost blitz play we saw a couple plays ago. Fred Kies, the ops coordinator, does a great job of knowing, okay, you're going to bring that safety down to our tight end side. Good. Let him come down. We're going to slip him and throw a screen right behind him. That's a great play call. A great counter to what Kies is already seeing is a game plan that Michigan has. Roll that safety down to your tight end to try to stop the run.
12-yard reception by the former Kansas State star. Ta'amu on 1st down with time downfield and well off the mark as Cornell Powell was the closest man to it.
Just a little miscommunication there on the outside between Powell and Ta'amu.
Over forecheck. 4x1 or 3x1?
That was 3x1.
What's that?
It was 3x1. He asked 4x1 or 3x1. They shifted the back when they saw the
dueling coordinators. That was Ta'amu's first incompletion. He was 4 of 4 prior to that. 2nd and 10. Ta'amu. Oh, was that dangerous? As DJ Miller was breaking on the ball intended for Cornell Powell.
Yeah, watch the eyes of Ta'amu. He really wants to throw the inside slant first, and he's late getting to the outside. That's why DJ Miller out there almost breaks on that one. That is really close to being 6 points the other way for Michigan. Dangerous. You cannot be late on those RPO throws. You can't get to your 2nd read on an RPO. Everybody's sitting on it because you're already faking the run anyway. Ta'amu got away with one there.
3rd and long. Ta'amu goes to the end zone. Touchdown, DC. Jaden Mickens.
Boy, watch the route by Chris Rowland that's going to take this safety. It's a switch route, and then Mickens is going to get right down the alley on the seam. All the attention on Chris Rowland, especially on these moments where you know they're going to throw the football. Mickens takes the safety and opens it wide open. Excuse me, Rowland took the safety and opened it up for Mickens on the outside. And that is a dime by Jordan Ta'amu.
Jaden Mickens, who was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kickoff returner for Super Bowl 55. Opens up the scoring for DC tonight here in this UFL Championship game.
It just shows you how deep DC is at wide receiver. He's like their 4th or 5th guy. He played 38 games in the NFL.
He did. He had a 5-year career, played in the Super Bowl. And look at this formation here as they go offset pods for the 2-point conversion attempt. As Rowland goes out and now motions back. Ta'amu, sprint right, looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Bringing out all the tricks when you get to the final game. These two quarterbacks, as advertised early, Ta'amu to Mickens. 6-6 game. This presentation of the UFL Championship will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Welcome back. I'm Erin Dolan. And guys, these offenses have been off to a hot start. How about Mickens? He was plus 390 anytime touchdown score. So what that means is if you place $10 on him to score a touchdown at any point in the game, you would have won $39. He also already hit over his receptions prop as well as his receiving yards props on the first drive. So we're already seeing some bets cash, and you guys can take advantage of live betting opportunities right now on ESPN Bet.
Well, Aaron, as you said, the evening, we expect offense. We got offense. And for DC, Jordan, it was a 12-play drive. They went 89 yards.
He's fitting stuff wrong.
Yeah, Michigan's usually the one that sustains those long drive. DC's usually the ones that's 2 or 3 plays and a touchdown. So the back and forth is going to be big in this game. Can you answer the bell when the other offense puts up points?
Tuatoa's met at the 25-yard line.
So, Jordan, walk us through the touchdown, the progression. Obviously, you had some verticals. You had Chris taking the middle of the field and the safety out of the way. But you threw that ball when Jaden Mickens was even, not leaving.
Right. So, we worked that all week, just in our game plan out of that stack formation. And, we practice it after practice all the time. So, Mickens did a great job. And I just threw it up there, trusted him that he would get under it. And he did it. He's a fast guy. So, got to let it fly.
Well, you said you had to stay ahead of the chains and have success on early downs. You did that. Good luck.
Thank you.
5 completions, 73 yards, and that touchdown pass on Jordan Ta'amu's opening drive. And now Michigan with Bryce Perkins, the UFL MVP, as he gives way to McCrary, who spins for a gain of a yard.
Who's 73 coming in for?
Rex, Trey, cluster, Ripper, spacing slant. Rex,
All
Trey,
right,
cluster.
let's go.
Ripper,
Let's go.
slant.
Race hammer, will Uno. Race hammer, will Uno. Race hammer, will Uno. Race hammer, will Uno.
So you see Will Uno, you're here. It sounds like it's going to be man coverage. You heard spacing slants on the other, so quick game. Let's see if Bryce works the top of the screen here with a one-on-one matchup.
Perkins. He goes that way on the slant, but it's incomplete, intended for Siosa Mariner.
Yeah, tight coverage there. Ojemudia on Siosi Mariner. Had to step that ball just a little out in front. This is exactly where DC wants this Michigan offense. You stop run on first down, you force them into a passing drop back situation. You can get some of these third longs, and this is not where Michigan feels super comfortable. But you have to be aware of Bryce Perkins' legs here. If you're rushing the passer, think he's going to throw it, he could take off and really hurt you.
3rd and 9. First third down Michigan has faced tonight. Perkins, pressure right in his face, gets it away, gets it complete, and it's a first down as Mariner gets the reception.
Well, look at the pressure coming from this right side. Perkins is going to do a great job of drifting, but keeping his eyes downfield. Never panics, and that is such a tough throw. Fading to your left, dropping your arm angle, and leading COC Mariner back over the middle of the field. That is a big-time throw from the league MVP.
And Jordan, what a spectacular job of not seeing the rush. Just subtly fading away, eyes downfield, delivers a strike under duress.
16-yard completion to Mariner, and now McCrary hit a 35-yard touchdown run earlier as he is just dragged down at the 47-yard line by Mintz.
The problem when Michigan gets into these second and medium, second and third and short situations is they have the most complex, unique RPO pass game that I've seen at any level.
Really in chest cams, you see the player as well as the view from his chest cam. You got Anthony Hines on one side, left tackle Ryan Nelson on the other. The RPO again, this time it's Devin Ross, and it's a first down for Michigan. Bryce Thompson with the tackle.
And that's what I'm talking about. Why is it complex? Why is it unique? They run actual pass concepts on the backside of runs. Instead of just flipping it out to a bubble route or a hitch, they actually ran crossing routes right there. So you have to defend a pass, a true pass concept on the backside of a run.
Again, these are the true vision chest cams you're seeing here. The left tackle Nelson for Michigan, the linebacker Hines for DC, as well as their views. Toa. Oh, he just runs over a man and gets extra yardage. The thundering power of Toa Taua runs over former NFL first-round pick DeAndre Baker.
Well, the motion brought DeAndre Baker into the box. He's 5'11", 180, 185. Not a guy that wants to go toe-to-toe with Toa Taua at 5'8", 205. That's a refrigerator running downhill.
Toa Taua, who had such an exceptional second half last week to help win that conference championship game and earn this spot in the championship game. Wide open! Mariner! He's got a strut on in! Bryce Perkins to COC Mariner! A 38-yard touchdown!
This is what I'm talking about. You have a full concept on the backside of a run play. So you got all these defenders that are playing the run with their eyes inside, and then all of a sudden, wait, we got a pass concept. We got three guys running complementary routes, and you just lose one because your eyes are in the backfield, and then you got to find a receiver, and they're switching and moving. That is why it's so difficult to play this Michigan offense when the run game gets going.
And what a bust on the back end, Jordan, because you got two of the three defenders playing man and the other one peeking in the backfield.
Yeah. That's what the run game does to those secondary defenders. DeAndre Baker was in the box getting run over. He's like, wait, I got to worry about that. And then all of a sudden, touchdown right behind you.
1-point conversion attempt. Perkins, and he gets it. And it's right back to Mariner. Bryce Perkins. Listen, he had to deal with an ankle injury. Only had 7 games played in the regular season. But you see when he's in his form, like last week and this week, why he was named the UFL MVP. Let's go back and look at that conversion, Jordan Rogers.
Yeah, once again, it's the mesh. It's Bryce Perkins reading the defense post-snap, and again, buying a little time. Right, there's nowhere for him to run there off the read, but he finds COC Mariner. Again, Mariner, who led the UFL in receiving yards, was not a UFL an all UFL selection. Had a quiet game last week against Birmingham, just 2 receptions already making his presence felt.
Well, they handed out a lot of hardware this week. Championship week, a lot to celebrate with year number 2 of the UFL. You mentioned the great debate between Perkins and Ta'amu. These were the award winners, Jordan.
Yeah, Bryce Perkins obviously took home the most hardware. Shannon Harris, the Buddy Tevens Coach of the Year. Peter Damopenu was the Defensive Player of the Year. Kedrick Whitehead here for Michigan, Special Teams Player there. He's really good on defense as well. And Fred Keyes, deservingly so, leading the #1 offense, earns the Assistant Coach of the Year.
And by the way, Fred Keyes is just as good, humble, and modest a football coach as you will ever be around. He is a joy to be with. There is the play caller for DC. As the kick takes a bounce, and it's going to settle into the end zone. Sam, you're with the man.
I'm here with Bryce Perkins. So, Bryce, walk us through this play. We can see what you're seeing, so draw on it. Let us know what you saw on this play.
Yeah, I mean, they brought it last time. You know, their game plan, you know, they brought 0 on the first second down when we scored it again. So try to get it again, try to gain numbers in the run game for us, right? So where we at? So, yeah, 0 right here. We see no safety right here. So now we're just reading off this end. You know, we have great one-on-one matchups. You know, even though they're man down, we have great option routes with here. He can go in and out. So it really just turns into a good option. And then when we pull, he dives down. And because we run it so much, you know, it's just natural tendency that these guys right here, you know, get their eyes in the backfield. So when you kind of pull these things, you got to see the whole picture. And they dropped COs. You know, on the last series, they dropped a couple guys too. So when we saw that, we were like, yeah, heads up for the, you know, read it out and keep going. So
thanks so much, Bryce.
Well, Chris Rowland, at the end of that play, the ball came loose, and it appeared that DJ Miller came up with it, but they're going to have to talk this over on the sideline. It was Chris Rowland who was running with the ball near the sideline, and it popped out.
The ruling on the field is a fumble out of bounds. It's 1st and 10, DC.
DJ Miller here trying to do his best impersonation of a receiver. Little toe tap. Was rolling on the jet sweep. The ball comes out. Look at Miller. Keeps his feet in. I just didn't look like he had possession quite with those feet down, but
it goes as a 10-yard run as Miller was out of bounds. And now Ta'amu quickly gets it to Powell, and Powell's running free. A flag is down as Cornell Powell is running free all the way into the end zone.
We got 2 flags.
They may be walking this one back.
As well.
Number 74 reported to me. Number 74 reported to 70? 70 for IDP. Okay, downfield.
7-0, both of us.
Okay, all right.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Boy, it's going to be Yasir Durant, the left tackle. It was an RPO, and Jordan Ta'amu took a lot of time on the mesh. Watch how long he holds this mesh. So left tackle Yasir Durant's thinking it's a run play, gets downfield.
Well, full transparency with the officiating in the UFL. It's one of the best things you'll ever have, because we can go right to the Verizon Command Center and say good evening to Dean Blandino. Dean, take us through what you just saw there.
We had a couple of plays, close fumble recovery at the sideline, but the defenders, his toe came up off the ground. He has to have 2 feet just like a catch. He only had 1 foot in bounds, so no recovery, and now we have a big play taken back because we had the left tackle more than 3 yards downfield when the ball was released.
That first penalty of the game.
But look at this! Jaden Mickens! He picks up the block, and he spins his way inside the 10-yard line. So right after that penalty negates a 70-yard touchdown catch, DC comes right back for 65 yards.
And Jordan does a great job with his eyes, looking left, pulling that backside safety, Kai Nakua, out of the picture, and Mickens, nobody was there. This is what DC does. They stretch you vertically, and if you got your eyes in the wrong spot, someone's going to be running by you. Kai Nakua is a veteran player. Just got his eyes in the wrong spot on that one.
Jackson trying to keep his legs driving as he gets to the 5-yard line. He's met by Noah Dawkins. Action-packed first quarter. Big plays throughout. Big plays right to the end of it. 13-6 Michigan. But here are the DC defenders knocking on the door to try to tie it or take the lead. 2025 UFL Championship game presented by Underdog. More to come after this short break. UFL Championship here on ABC. Last night was Game 4 NBA Finals, and Oklahoma City, the pressure is on because of this guy, Tyrese Halliburton. Fourth quarter was 103-99 Pacers, but SGA. Pacers led by 1, and then the fadeaway. The Thunder come back to win it 111-104. So, Jordan, here we go. Game 5 of the NBA Finals Monday night. Pacers back in OKC. Series tied up at 2 games apiece. And the coverage ships with NBA Countdown at 8 Eastern right here on ABC.
All I know is if you're OKC, you don't want the ball in Halliburton's hands at the end of any game. That man has been special this entire playoff run.
So has this guy playing quarterback in a playoff run. Jordan Ta'amu, the former Ole Miss star, to start this second quarter with a 1st and goal. And Jackson is bottled up. In that first quarter, Jordan, average yards per play. Michigan, 10.8 yards per play. This DC offense, 11.3 yards per play. Is that good? That's great.
Yeah, I think getting a first down every time you call a play is generally pretty acceptable for an offense. This is going to come down to red zone efficiency and turnovers. You have to get touchdowns when you're down here around the goal line. And whoever can get a turnover in this game, I think that'll end up being the deciding factor.
3rd and goal. Ta'amu looks right, looks left, back in the end zone, and incomplete, as he couldn't connect with Ty Scott.
Boy, in a game like this, the difference between 3 points for a field goal and 6 points for a touchdown is massive. Really good initial coverage here from Michigan. Nowhere to go with the football. Ta'amu, it's just really tough for a quarterback, right-handed, sprinting to your left to get any velocity on that throw and get it up and over Arnold Tarpley there underneath.
So now the short field goal attempt by Matt McCrane, who has NFL experience with Arizona, the Raiders, the Steelers, as he punches through the 22-yarder. And it's a 13-9 game here. You know, we said it earlier, you got the 2 best offenses, you got the 2 best quarterbacks, you got head coaches that have gathered a lot of momentum with a lot of faith in their play callers, and you're seeing it early on here with what we've seen offensively.
No, this is going to be a heavyweight bout. It's going to be back and forth for 4 quarters. I think the interesting thing to watch will be if this DC defense starts stacking the box and forcing them to be a drop-back team. Remember, Bryce Perkins is only about 85%.
That's right. He's got the ankle.
Still has that hurt right ankle. So if he's got to move around a little bit, let's see if he can make those plays we're used to seeing out of the MVP player.
Jordan Ta'amu, Bryce Perkins. It's interesting. Perkins won Offensive Player of the Year as well as MVP. There were a lot of people around the league said, hold on a second, Jordan Ta'amu, 18 touchdown passes in the regular season. Doesn't end up with any hardware at the end of the year.
Yeah, look, I think that was a disservice to how well Ta'amu played this year. I think he should have won one of those, right? My voting was Ta'amu as the MVP and Perkins as the Offensive Player of the Year because he did miss those 3 games.
Well, we've got the UFL Buddy Tevens Coach of the Year on headset. Shannon here. Shannon, first of all, it has been an honor to cover you and your team this year, and congratulations on all the success. How do you size things up right now?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, and thanks for having me on. But, you know, one thing about it, these guys have been resilient all year, and, you know, that's what have gotten us to this game so far. So, you know, we just got to go out here and get a stop right now defensively and try to close this thing out the right way.
Here's Devin Ross on the return. He's met at the 15.
Coach, did you feel that your quarterback, Jordan Ta'amu, coming into this game had a little something to prove? We just talked about getting overlooked for the MVP and the Offensive Player of the Year for the season that he had. Do you feel he's got a bigger chip on his shoulder tonight?
Yeah, it wasn't just Jordan Ta'amu. It was the entire team. They felt like, you know, he should have been the MVP or, like you said, Offensive Player of the Year. But, you know, we just got to go out here now and prove the type of team we are to put all that to rest.
What is What does this defense, Shannon, need to do here, or what adjustment needs to be made to slow down Michigan?
Yeah, we just got to be smart and keep our eyes on our keys. You know, we can't try to make plays outside of what the scheme say to do. You know, we just got to stay within the scheme and you know, be disciplined in what the play is.
Shannon will let you get to work. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Defenders head coach Shannon Harris, the Buddy Tevens Coach of the Year award winner. Tawa takes it ahead for just a yard.
So I'm here with Danny Etling. One of the great things about the UFL is the access that we get. So, Danny, you're hearing the play.
Reveal.
I want you
Lexi
to walk
trips.
us through the play.
Lizzie,
let us know what to look for as the play
Reveal.
goes
Lexi
on.
trips. Lizzie, slant lucky.
All right, all good.
Reveal Lexi trips. Lizzie slant lucky. So we'll start the running back outside, get a little man zone indicator here. We get man, we're probably going to be thinking we want the slants to the field here. Right now 57's outside, so we've got man. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to work this slants here, especially far to the field, number 7, because he's so far off.
2nd and 9, and that's what they do going to Malik Turner. It'll be third down from there at the 32-yard line.
Third down. So third down again. So once again, you listen to the play.
Okay, here we go.
Let us know what the play call means.
Rex,
and then what you expect to see.
Sorry, here we go. We want Rex, Trig, bunch, Liz, bang 8, snob trade.
Rex, Trig, bunch, Liz, bang 8, snob trade.
That's me, coach.
You know, we're going to go 1 by 3, which means we'll have the tight end manned up, singled up over here. You notice they didn't go corners over, so we're thinking it's some kind of a zone most likely. So he's probably going to be working to the field here, to this bunch side. We'll start low with the flat, see if it comes open. It doesn't. He's going to have to scramble.
Perkins is taken down. And that was Malik Fisher who got to him.
You said it was covered pretty well? Yeah, they ended up getting it pretty good. They passed it off. We had seen something on film where maybe we felt we might be able to get it. It would have had to get on COC number 4 pretty quick. So that's a pretty good defense by them. Thanks so much, Danny. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
And that was a great job by Malik Fisher. When you play a quarterback like Bryce Perkins, you can't rush past him. As soon as you get to his level, you got to redirect. So when he steps up in the pocket, you meet him right there.
Malik Fisher, a great career at Villanova.
Timeout, DC. That's the first of the half.
And a timeout is going to be used by DC as Michigan will be punting away when we return to the UFL Championship game. DC and Michigan Panthers with a 4-point lead here in St. Louis. UFL Championship game, and both teams came out red hot, Jordan Rogers.
Yeah, the two best offenses are flexing their muscles early. Michigan doing it on the ground. Nate McCrary with the long touchdown run, which opens up things for DC, and you know they're going to throw it deep. Jaden Mickens gets behind the coverage there for a big touchdown answer. And then as soon as the run game gets going for Michigan, that's when things open up downfield. All the attention, all the eyes in the backfield, and no one on COC Mariner. This is going to be a game that's going to go back and forth for 4 quarters with the 2 best quarterbacks and 2 best offenses the UFL has to offer.
Yeah, after 2 touchdown drives and a field goal, this is our first punt of the game. Seth Vernon for the Panthers. As he umbrellas this is going to be a short punt, but it does take a Michigan bounce. And it is going to be down at about the 37-yard line.
10. Next.
Tess are getting the call right
Pony
now.
Left tight. Pony left tight. Q out. Red X Miami. Red X Miami.
All right, Mike DeLillo, what do we got? Red X Miami. Give us some terminology and diagram it with your eyes and your voice for us.
Yes, we're going to have 2 backs in the backfield. Mickens is going to be in the back as our running back. He's going to shift out, and it's basically just a deep mesh concept. We're just going to start with our corner out and just work from the left side to the right side.
What's been the flow like so far as you're evaluating it from the sideline? You've had a lot of deep shots, had a lot of explosives, but you haven't taken much clock off, time off the clock.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're a tempo, explosive football team, so if we can keep maintaining those explosives, we don't really care about the clock as long as we keep putting points on the board.
All right.
So let's look for this mesh concept. There is Mickens, who does split out from the backfield. Tamu on first down.
Here's Braylon Sanders.
And he comes underneath the Braylon Sanders as Mike DeLillo, the backup quarterback, knew exactly where his eyes would be.
Hey, you're talking to us.
Squirrel. Spread right. Tick. 22 lock. Squirrel.
All right, what's it mean?
Spread here, 22 lock, squirrel. So it's just going to be a fade out concept with an inside run. If we like the leverage, we're going to throw our quick, which is an out. And if not, if the box is light, we're just going to hand it off to an inside zone look.
So again, another mathematical equation. They got more guys to defend than you had to block, right?
Always about numbers. It's always about numbers. So they're going man here.
2nd and 4. Numbers say pass, and that's what they do. And right into the arms of Braylon Sanders, the 2 former SEC Ole Miss Rebels hooking up to Amu to Sanders. DJ Miller had coverage.
Boy, every time Braylon Sanders gets the football, something good happens. You mentioned it. He's a big play wide receiver, averaging over 25 yards per reception. And that connection started Ole Miss in college for both these guys. And even with tight coverage by DJ Miller, that ball is perfect.
32-yard reception for Braylon Sanders.
What you didn't get to see is the touch, the arc that he put on that ball. It was perfect.
Yes, sir.
NFL caliber throw.
Guys, play clock.
Yeah, you're going to bump it. All right, here we go.
All right, Mike, what do you have coming up here? So you want to see that mesh concept again?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be this. It's going to be a similar concept. We're just going to get to it from a different formation. So for us, it's going to be the same concept. It's really easy for us to get there, but for them, the defense is going to look like a whole different concept in formation.
So window dressing from a formation, a shift, and a motion standpoint?
Exactly.
Everyone wants to make football complicated. Just run the same play, make it look a little different pre-snap.
You got it, man.
Ready? To go.
To Amu. He goes underneath as he connects with Mickens. And Mickens gets it to the 19-yard line.
Q, quack, out. Spread right, stack. Quack, out. Red, smash. Red,
now we're going to get in that stack formation again. Mickens is going to come to the other side all the way out now. So instead of the touchdown we hit to him on the vertical, he's going to motion to the inside. This one, he's going to go all the way to the outside. So give them a different look. It's going to be a smash concept. 2 underneath with the corner out by Powell.
There is the motion to the inside by Mickens. 2nd and 2.
If he lofts off, we're just going to give the underneath stuff.
To Amu to the end zone. Touchdown, DC. Cornell Powell. And how great was the access to hear the backup quarterback give us every single play call and what to look for.
This is great by Ta'amu. Watch this play develop. I want you to see what he's reading. He's reading Adonis Alexander right here. If Alexander drives on this route, the corner's open right behind him. He throws with great anticipation. I love hearing from Mike DeLillo, the backup quarterback. Hey, we're doing the same thing. This time he's going to motion all the way out. So now all that attention's on Mickens from that same look, but he's in a different spot. You get eyes on him, and you leave Cornell Powell wide open.
Cornell Powell, who had a huge year, his final year at Clemson back in 2020. And now 4 years into his pro career. 2-point conversion attempt back of the end zone and incomplete. So our score will remain 15-13. Jordan Ta'amu looks so sharp on that 4-play, 63-yard drive. DC on top. What an entertaining championship game here in St. Louis. 15-13. Let's get our betting analyst, Aaron Dolan, in here. I mean, what is the live total number with this offense right now?
It shot up to 64.5. It is extremely high, and right now you can bet the Michigan Panthers' next drive outcome. There's 4 options for you guys that are available right now. So far in this game, we've seen 2 touchdowns cash as well as a punt. And keep in mind with Michigan, they're typically scoring touchdowns. They have the highest touchdown percentage so far for the season. Again, this is available right now on ESPN Bet, as well as the Panthers laying a 1.5.
15-13, 233 total yards for DC, 144 total yards for Michigan.
That's exactly what we thought from these 2 quarterbacks. Remember, we thought Jordan Ta'amu would have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, a little something to prove. And so far, this high-flying offense hasn't missed a beat. He's been near perfect.
Here's Malone on the return. And good coverage. Ball came out. The ball came out, and DC's got it.
Malone just trying to make a play. Well, he gets stripped by his own guy. That's Gunnar Oaks who's trying to grab the football from Malone. This is crazy. Watch 84 here. He actually ends up grabbing the football. He gets stripped by his own guy. Friendly fire.
The tight end, Gunnar Oaks. First turnover of the game, and boy, does it set up DC.
Wow. What do we say? These offenses are clicking so well right now. It was going to come down to a special teams, a turnover. That right there is huge for this DC team who just scored to take the lead. Now got a chance to extend their lead here in the second quarter.
And the biggest thing about special teams is that that's the biggest change of field position in the game. So you think about a punt, kickoff, those are huge field position swings.
By far, Sam.
I mean, was he trying to grab the ball?
It was such an odd moment there. As I don't know if he was trying to help secure it or what he was doing there.
Help hold his guy up.
That could be at the end of the play the way he was being tackled and ripped back. I think maybe he was trying to secure his own player.
Well, oftentimes, so I played a ton of special teams. Oftentimes, you just want to make sure you're blocking your guy. And so if you miss your block, oftentimes you're saying, okay, how do I get on my guy?
Yeah.
And you're reaching, you're pulling, and all of a sudden you're not getting on your guy. You're getting at the ball.
Wow. Timeout had to be used by Michigan as they only had 10 players on the field defensively. As you see, head coach Mike Nolan, listen, your defense isn't even expecting to be on the field after the kickoff return, but there's the quick turnover. You got to run out there. They're in a compromised situation. First and goal, DC at the 7.
Here we go. Good set, good set.
For DC, their 12th play in Michigan territory of 21 total plays is right here.
Ready, to go.
First and goal to Amu, to the end zone, and it's incomplete, looking for Mickens.
Oh, I love what Michigan did there.
Hey,
bringing a little pressure. You get tired of Jordan Thomas just sitting back there with a clean pocket, able to pick you apart downfield. So that maybe is going to be the answer for Colin Bauer in this Michigan defense. Bring a little more pressure. Force Ta'amu to make quick decisions under duress.
He might have forced that one a little bit, Jordan. He had Deion Jackson in the flat. Might have tried to catch and run.
Here we go. Ready, to go.
Second and goal. This is Rowland as he works his way to the 3-yard line.
With twins and run a 47.
What are you doing, heaven?
Yep. Yeah, and I can go twins 47.
Yeah.
Twins right.
I can let it run down to me.
No, okay. Twins right hack. Twins right hack. 47. 12. Twins right.
It's like we got counter coming here, Jordan.
Twins right hack. 47 alert.
Yeah, it was interesting hearing Kai's saying, do I want to do a pop pass, fake the run and pop pass, or run? And they're going to run the football here out of a heavy set.
Ready, to go.
Third and goal. Jackson, can he get there? As he reaches out, and they're gonna mark him short.
It's going to be really close to the goal line here. Deion Jackson gets bounced out wide by Noah Dawkins coming through the hole.
D. Delaney getting to him and then reaching. Oh, that's really close.
Where's that knee come down?
There's the knee.
Yep.
And
so
then it's the lean forward. So the knee landed first, and then Jackson leaned forward with the ball. So it's 4th and goal. And they are going for it here. And Big Abram Smith comes in to play running back. Ta'amu trying to do it himself. Reaching out, touchdown, Jordan Ta'amu. 4th and goal. And
that was a great read by Ta'amu. They didn't block anybody on the initial handoff, so he keeps it himself and then makes a little move on Rondell Carter. Great job being physical. We talked about it. Jordan Ta'amu is underrated as an athlete. They usually don't run him a ton because they want to protect his body. They've got a game next week. They're going to leave it all on the field. That's a big play by Ta'amu on 4th down.
And think of how costly the special teams turnover was. 2-point conversion attempt. to Amu. Looking left, then goes to center and gets it. It goes to Briley Moore, his reliable tight end. And all of a sudden, you look up at that scoreboard, and it's 23-13. Willie Drew had the fumble recovery.
Yeah, and it was Gunnar Oaks, the tight end, trying to grab the ball or help Malone stay on his feet, and that led to the fumble, gave DC the prime field position. And then it was Jordan Ta'amu. Watch the pressure Michigan has here. It's a good thing he pulled this one, called his own number, and then showing off his wheels and athleticism to make a move for the touchdown. Picked up the conversion as well. That is a huge answer, and going for it on 4th down shows you what Fred Keyes and what Shannon Harris think about this game. Right, they know this is going to be a game where 3 points isn't going to get it done. You're going to need to get 6 every time you're down there. Because so far, DC hasn't really shown that they can slow down Bryce Perkins either.
DC has now scored on 11 of 14 drives in the postseason.
Jeez.
And they're 4 for 4 tonight. And it's all been on this field. Because remember, they had to come on the road and beat the St. Louis Battlehawks. And then they come right back to play in this 2025 UFL Championship game. Malone on the return. And he is met at the 25-yard line. Well, championship week here in St. Louis has been great. And as part of it, nearly 200 young athletes participated in a flag football camp hosted right here in St. Louis. And among those there, familiar faces, St. Louis natives, former XFL players, Jacoby Jones, Caleb Ellaby. Man, I'll tell you, flag football has grown so much, and it's just wonderful for the youth athletes who want to participate in the sport at a certain level.
Yeah, boys and girls falling in love with football. I think it's a great avenue. I played flag football growing up far before I played tackle football. Great way to get introduced to the sport and take those hits off your body.
And you got the Olympics too, guys.
Yeah,
that's right. 2028 in LA.
Too many men in the huddle. Offense. 5-yard penalty. It's 1st down.
Michigan needs to gather themselves right now.
Yeah, it's an important drive. Look, you're down 10 points, but Michigan is not a team that wants to throw the football all over the yard. They need to realize, hey, there's a lot of time left in this game. Run the football, because that opens everything up for this offense.
Hey, right trig wing. Rambo
right now, you mentioned it. Their leader, Bryce Perkins, needs to just go, hey, guys, take a breath. We're fine. Done a great job of responding in adversity all year. This drive should be no different.
Bryce Perkins, the MVP. A lot of family and friends here in St. Louis to root him on. As he is pressured, and he gets rid of the ball as he was in the midst of being brought down. So we'll see what they rule here. They're ruling it an incomplete pass. It was Momo Sanogo who brought him down. Sam, you're with his family.
I'm here with Paul Perkins and Lynette, Bryce's parents. Miss Lynette, you're from the St. Louis area. How do you feel about the last play? Let's start with the last play.
Oh, my God. Which one? Are you talking about the fumble?
The fumble. Let's talk about the fumble.
I'm not very happy about that, but we have a lot of game left, so I'm optimistic.
And, Paul, you have an NFL career, NFL experience. What would you tell your son in a moment like this?
Just, be calm, take one play at a time. You got a lot of game left, right? And just to go out there and execute and let the guys make plays. Pretty simple.
You've seen him through ups, you've seen him through downs, talk about a broken neck in college.
Switch. Go.
What does this moment mean for you?
It means a lot, because, he's developed in a manner of, the time that he's played, and he's developed as a quarterback, and he loves the game. And I'm proud and happy to see him excel.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you.
It was 2nd and 15 when he tried to connect with Mariner.
Only in the UFL do you get to interview the quarterback's mom right after he's getting hit in the backfield on a pass play. It's great access.
Great family. His uncle is former Dallas Cowboys star, NFL pro Don Perkins. His brother was an excellent player as well.
And I'm here with Mom. She said, hey, come back when we're winning.
That's it. 3rd and 15 now for Bryce. And looking for an option. Trying to extend the play. Goes back against the grain, and it's incomplete. Just wasn't enough magic with that DC front pursuing him.
It's just a great example of what happens to this team when they're behind the sticks, when they're not good on first and second down. Look at DC. They're dropping everybody into coverage, filling up all the passing windows, and there's nowhere to go with the football for Bryce Perkins. That's why it's so important for this offense to get the run game going on early downs. It opens up everything else. Last couple downs, DC has stacked the box and taken that away.
Mickens on the return as he scoots ahead out past the 45. The second straight 3-and-out for Michigan.
Give me timeout. Rolling. Here we go. 10 personnel. Coney left tight. Check to empty. 3:52. T-space.
Here with Blake Williams, defensive coordinator. You guys have settled in a little bit, having some first and second down success. What were the adjustments made to the first quarter and a half?
The biggest adjustments was settling down. Just do your job with our eyes. We know the complication that the triple option RPO gives you, right? And you can't all of a sudden get so frustrated with a 3-yard gain or a 2-yard gain when we didn't have our eyes in the right place, and all of a sudden now, create an explosive play. So it was just settling in, back in on the game plan on that stuff. And the guys have said, we've got it. We own it. We've been through adversity before and locked in. Now we just got to keep doing what we're doing, because you see the offense we're playing behind.
Here's Mickens on the reception as he spins his way for a first down and keeps his footing for even more. It was Adonis Alexander, who's dealing with an injured hip and was a game-time decision, who couldn't come up with the tackle.
Yeah, look at the space they're giving DC at the line of scrimmage. After you get it thrown over your head 3 or 4 times, you start to sink back into that cover 4, right? Corners and safeties all deep, keeping everything in front of them, but that's where Ta'amu can then just pick you apart. Take the easy throws over and over again. So I think at some point Michigan's got to dial up some pressure, try to force the issue.
First half for Mickens, 5 receptions, 125 yards, had a 66-yard catch.
Ready, to go.
Ta'amu, as the pocket started to collapse and Ta'amu was brought down, Ron Stone Jr. was able to get to him.
I mentioned pressure, right? Kedrick Whitehead coming off the edge, special teams player of the year, but he's a really good nickelback. And just causing an issue in protection, which means one-on-ones on the opposite side, nowhere to go for Jordan Ta'amu. And that's what I mean. Make him make quick decisions under pressure. Found some success so far in this game doing that.
Get on it, go. Ready, to go.
2nd and 10. Gets it out into space to Chris Rowland. Jordan Ta'amu told us the other day when we were all meeting with him, he said, Rowland's like having our quarterback out there. He just finds the open space.
Spread left.
I feel like I can just always go to him, and you know we're going to get it.
Hey, spread left, 17 kick, pitch. Spread left, 17 kick, pitch. I'm ready.
3rd and 3.
No. Me and you, 17 kick pitch, 11.
17 kick pitch. There's going to be some kind of quarterback power with the option to pitch it to the running back.
There was the option for the pitch, but instead Jordan Ta'amu drives ahead, and with that he should be right at that line to gain.
All right, no, we got 10. Here we go. Hey, 22 lock squirrels. Spread right.
Staying 10. Staying 10.
Coach, I'm in between calls. Spread right. Go there, freeze.
So you changed the play call there after you realized it was a first down.
Yeah, we're not deep.
At any point in time, you want a tempo cook, just go bunch right late. If it's tempo, just go bunch right late.
Jackson, look at that offensive line getting to work with just a little extra bit of drive. Sam?
So I'm here with defense coordinator Colin Bauer. Coach, I know you're getting ready to call the play, but what do you need to do to stop this offense?
Execute our big stuff better in the back end right now.
Talk about executing the big stuff. I saw on the sideline there were some busted assignments, simple busted assignments, whether it's box coverage or man-to-man. That's what's happening on the defensive side of the ball.
Second and 6.
Ready, to go.
Ta'amu stepping up. And getting it complete for a first down to Cornell Powell, who had the touchdown catch earlier.
11. Take it. All right, I was coming back.
DC is on the move again, already with a 10-point lead. As this presentation of the UFL Championship will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Listen up, guys. They got 3 explosive plays for touchdowns, guys, on things we do. On things we do. They didn't do jack. They did nothing. All right, we gave them 3 already. All right, on a 2 swap, on a middle read, on a half safety, and then what was the last one down there? Listen, guys, don't quit giving people gifts. You got me? Do your job and do it right. If you want to win this son of a, better get on it. Yes, sir. All right, that's all they get. Hey, come on, y'all.
Well, here are the 3 explosive plays that has Mike Nolan, the Michigan head coach, so upset.
Yeah, coverage busts, right? Guys not running with the seam when you know that's your man. Guys with their eyes in the wrong spots, leaving a corner out wide open in the end zone. These are things, they're not one-on-one great plays where you just won. These are plays where Michigan has been out of position. And Mike Nolan, we had a great conversation with him last week. We saw some of this fire on the sideline. That's not normally his personality. His wife actually told him, hey, you need to be a little more fiery on the sideline. You need to talk to those guys.
Hey, hello.
He's more of a less is more guy, but finding his moments to really hit home with this defense to try to get them to change.
2 minutes to halftime. DC Abrams Smith. As Smith gets it down to the 5-yard line. Right now, he needs that Michigan defense to stand up here.
Turbo.
17.
Turbo there, quick to the line.
I think he's going to pull it.
Here we go.
2nd and 1.
We're good. Ready, to go.
Jackson, right into the end zone. Deion Jackson. The DC defenders are rolling in this first half.
Money. 11 personnel. Right hash from the 5.
Well, Michigan just does not have an answer for the deep shots or the quarterback zone read game.
Hey,
they're doing a great job of mixing up the read guy for Jordan Ta'amu each and every time. And Michigan out of position seemingly every time they call it.
Get set. Ready, to go.
They go end around to the option pass for the conversion. Jordan Ta'amu holds it in. Mickens to Ta'amu.
Well, a little Philly special. Boy, back to the touchdown. Watch, the read guy's going to jump inside here. So Jordan Ta'amu's going to see that. He's going to hand it off to the outside. 1 block, great cut. And Deion Jackson over the top for the touchdown. Like I mentioned, they're changing up the guy that Jordan Ta'amu's reading. Sometimes it's the defensive end. Sometimes it's the B-gap player. Sometimes it's the secondary force player. Right now, Michigan is just completely unsure of what's going on. And this is this Philly special. You knew Fred Kise was going to dial up something in this game. Jordan Ta'amu has a touchdown reception earlier in the year, this time with a conversion. And Shannon Harris, coach of the year. They're going to get rid of that interim tag if they haven't already. It's history.
I can't help but think of something Shannon Harris said earlier tonight when we were interviewing him about, hey, Jordan Ta'amu didn't get Offensive Player of the Year, didn't get MVP. The team was offended by that.
The team.
Right? 294 total yards in the first half and a 31-13 lead as Malone gets it out to the 25. This was Harris earlier. Yeah, you could hear the team chanting, "Take the tag off." That's when he won the Buddy Tevens Coach of the Year. Of course, it honors Buddy Tevens, a longtime head coach at Dartmouth, who is truly one of the most exceptional leaders that the sport has ever had. The late, great Buddy Tevens, and congratulations to Shannon Harris.
Shannon Harris, rightfully so, credited Reggie Barlow with the foundation that he laid, but this team has taken.
Bryce Perkins comes up big to Turner. Malik Turner is going inside the 20, cuts back, and he's diving for the end zone and gets it just when they needed it most. Malik Turner, a 71-yard touchdown.
Brian, you got a player down.
I got to know better than to talk while Bryce Perkins has the football. I mean, that man.
You got cramps?
Flag is special. There's a flag on the field. You got a man down way behind the play.
All right.
But that is vintage Bryce Perkins.
I can't hear you. After the play.
After the play,
personal foul. Number 24 defense. Okay, so that's going to go on the try. Okay, so we're going to talk to Coach Nolan. Tell him it's.
Oh, I'm going for three. I'm going for three. Going for three. Going for three on the 2-yard line. It'll be on the 2, right?
After the play, personal foul, defense number 24. That foul will be enforced in the try. It'll be a 3-point try from the 2-yard line. As it was a scoring play, neither team will be charged a timeout for the injured players.
Now, here's what's interesting. Because in the UFL, you have 1-point, 2-point, and 3-point conversions based on the 2, the 5, and the 10-yard line. With the penalty, this will actually be a 3-point conversion play by Michigan. So Michigan with the opportunity to have a 9-point possession here.
Which would also pull this into a 1-score game then, because they could get a touchdown 3-point conversion before half. Hugely important points here for Michigan.
Where we going? Where we at?
There's a challenge flag coming in from D.C. You know what's absolutely wild? You want to know how wild of a first half we have had. How electric of a first half of this UFL Championship game we've had. That if they get this 3-point conversion, the over hits. We're already over the total over-under. Let's listen in to the Verizon Command Center.
Yes. I'm on the Sky Cam. I'm on the Sky Cam. Yeah, holding 61. Okay, so we're looking at a hold, potential hold on 61. He's got good feet. There is a grab. I don't see a ton of restriction. Quarterback is already out of the pocket at that point. Then he keeps his feet moving. I just don't see a material restriction here. Again, this is my best look. No material restriction. Brian, after further review, the ruling on the field stands. There is no hold on number 61.
After further review, the ruling on the field that there was not holding on the play stands. DC will be charged their second timeout, and they will have no challenges for the remainder of the game.
So again, if you're new to the UFL, you can challenge anything on the field that wasn't called. I think Dean did a great job of walking through that, because was there a little bit of a hold or a tug? Yes, but did it affect the entirety of the play? No. And the bar is really high to where the guy would have made a play. That is a great no call on review by Dean, in my opinion.
Now keep in mind, DC was absolutely rolling, and then Perkins comes up with the magical 71-yard touchdown to Malik Turner, and now because of the penalty, this is a 3-point conversion. And they're going to come up short. So the score will be 31-19. But when they had to have it, Bryce Perkins finds Malik Turner.
And this is why he won the MVP. It's plays like this, the ability to create off schedule, get outside the pocket, make plays downfield. Malik Turner did a great job, too, of staying alive and keeping his eyes on his quarterback, because you never know when Bryce is going to leave the pocket. You never know where he's going to throw it, and Malik Turner did the rest. Had a big touchdown catch and run last week.
76 yards last week in the conference championship game.
He's a playmaker, guy that played a long time in the NFL, 44 games in the NFL. He's been their X factor so far in this playoff run on the outside.
He's had a long, good pro career, Malik Turner. His first pro touchdown catch came from Russell Wilson with the Seahawks in 2019. And now in back-to-back weeks, he has come up huge. Had a 76-yarder last week, a 71-yarder in this wild first half of a UFL Championship game.
Tess, we still got 49 seconds.
I know.
There could be a couple more touchdowns.
And a sloppy play there on the return by Mickens and Rowland. Sam?
So I'm here with Malik Turner. I just have one question. How?
Well, Bryce was scrambling through a late pass, and I had a lot of room to work with. Just made a play.
Back-to-back weeks with big plays. What does that play mean for your team?
Got a lot of ball to play, a lot of ball left. We know what we're capable of. We got the right guys on this team to get the job done. That's all we're going to do is get the job done.
Thanks, Malik.
Yes, sir.
He got the job done. Was amazing in the Big Ten at Illinois. Top 10 in school history. The catches there and receiving yards there. Now the final 46 seconds. DC with a 12-point lead. Ta'amu quickly to the outside to Braylon Sanders.
And think about how big that touchdown was. It was 31-13, and DC gets the ball in the second half. I mean, with a chance to completely blow this game out of reach. Instead, Michigan and Bryce Perkins play the game so far to pull this back to a 12-point lead just before half, with a chance to get to the locker room with a little boost of confidence.
Ready? To go.
He gets it to Mickens on second down.
The result of the play is a first down out of bounds. It was a fumble.
One timeout for DC remains.
A fumble that was recovered by an out-of-bounds player. It's a first down.
Here we go. Try left tackle.
Watch the end of this play here.
71.
Mickens is trying to get out of bounds. That
ball does come out.
Definitely comes out. Adonis Alexander popped it out. Mickens, great job of...
I mean, Alexander's rolling on the ball. Doesn't realize it.
Go switch.
Guys, I was standing right on top of that. It was like an arm came out of nowhere and just pulled the ball back in.
Ready? To go.
Ta'amu on first down. He's going to take a shot. Right into the hands of Ty Scott. Can you believe this UFL Championship game? Knockout punch after knockout punch. Back and forth they go. Jordan Ta'amu to Ty Scott. 73 yards. They run the same play that Mickens caught a touchdown on earlier in the game. Remember the switch route where the safeties got messed up? They run that same play. And this time, both safeties paying attention to those two guys, and nobody paying attention on the outside to Ty Scott, who was back from injury, remember. First game back from injury. He was hurt in the middle of April. He was their #1 receiver. I mean, there is so many playmakers on the outside for Jordan Ta'amu. Jordan Ta'amu has 320 passing yards and 3 passing touchdowns in this first half. And the conversion is no good looking for Sanders. He also had the 4th down rushing touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Watch this. You're going to have these switch routes right here. And I want you to pay attention to these two safeties right here. They're worried about those two guys and nobody on the outside with Ty Scott. One-on-one with D. Delaney, who, remember, they signed a week and a half ago. D. Delaney's a really good player, but has not been in this defense long. He's in the wrong coverage, right? He's pointing to the safety. Someone's messed up there.
And you cannot leave a blade of grass for Jordan Ta'amu, let alone 5 yards of cushion for Ty Scott, 50 yards downfield. That's on the money.
How good was that ball?
He hasn't missed tonight. I mean, he has been unbelievable. 16 of 20. He has been perfect throwing the football downfield as expected.
Jordan Ta'amu, the former Ole Miss Rebel star, 320 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and a conversion caught. Luke's?
Yeah, just having a discussion here between Shannon Harris, head coach, and Jordan Ta'amu. What was the discussion prior to that series? Get a couple of short ones, get some yardage, and then maybe take a shot? I mean, how aggressive did you plan on being there?
I mean, our goal is to score every time we get the ball. So no matter how many seconds are left on the clock, we're going to go down and score. And O-line did a great job protecting. Receivers made a great route concept, and Ty came down with it, so it was awesome.
All right, getting that ball coming out to start third quarter, man. More fireworks?
Yes, sir. More fireworks. We're not done yet. Hey, we're not done yet.
They got the MVPs on my team.
You just heard Riley Moore, the tight end, said, thank God the MVP's on my team. I am telling you, the team was offended that Jordan Ta'amu did not get the MVP award for the UFL. Instead, it's this man, Bryce Perkins, who had an excellent year for Michigan. But I think that is the motivation today. That is the factor that you see DC playing at this level with this edge. Perkins, boy, he had a lot of pressure as the pocket was collapsing on him as he tried to get it to Gunnar Oaks.
12, Gary. Get out of kneel it, Bryce. Coach wants it kneeled.
Malik Fisher as well. This is one of the best defensive fronts, pass rushers in the UFL across the board. DC's got Roberson, they got Joe Wallace, they got Andre Mintz. 3 guys that all could have been Defensive Player of the Year. They gave it to Dallin Payne of St. Louis, but this is a situation where Michigan and DC know they got to throw the football. And that's not what you want to be in against this defense.
We set it up earlier. We said a record-setting over-under today of 52.5. We got 37-19 as our score at the half. Sam?
Here with head coach Mike Nolan. Coach Nolan, how can you slow down this DC offense?
We've had several busts in the coverage game. I mean, nothing's designed to give up that kind of big plays. We got to put a stop to it. If we don't, obviously we're going to lose the football game. Down by 18 points, so in our scoring system, we're still 2 touchdowns away.
Thanks so much, Coach. Luke's over to you.
Thank you, Sam. Coach, obviously you've got a great first half performance here, but you got a chance to put your foot on the throat of this opponent. What's the message?
Yeah, I mean, the job requires more. You know, this game not over with. That's a really good football team, well-coached football team. They got the MVP, the UFL, all UFL team guy. I mean, he's Offensive Player of the Year. He's that for a reason, right? So, but we can't let up offensively, defensively, special teams. We got to keep doing it, you know, as a team, as a group. So we do that, come out the second half. We get the ball when we come back out. We got to make sure we put some points on the board some kind of way when we come out and get the ball.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Shannon Harris's team at the end of the first quarter trailed Michigan. Michigan was up 13-6. It's halftime, and it's 37-19. A live performance by the Black Moves here at the UFL Championship game coming up at the half. It has been all offense here in St. Louis, the Dome at America's Center, the 2025 UFL Championship game. The story has been DC quarterback Jordan Ta'amu with his 3 touchdown passes, the touchdown run, and a 37-19 lead. And the rock band known throughout the Midwest with the raw and fiery take on rock and roll. With Brandon McBride, Chico Diaz, and Josh Kennedy will be coming up in moments as your live performance here at halftime. Of course, today marks the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army, founded in 1775, and so many of our players' families have served in the Army, the oldest and largest branch of our armed forces. All week long, we heard from players saying they want to honor parents and cousins. Mike Nolan, head coach's son-in-law, And today in Washington, D.C., over 6,000 soldiers joined together for a parade to celebrate the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army. And we thank everyone, our veterans, both home and abroad, for their service and sacrifice. Great showing here at the Dome of America Center. This is right now live inside the Michigan Panthers locker room, where they have to mount a comeback. Of course, they have the MVP, Bryce Perkins, at quarterback. They are so capable with their offense, but it's been all DC early on. The UFL Championship game, halftime now, with the Black Moods performing live.
So what? I know we can get my Gucci's going.
Yeah.
We call that Gucci power read. Yeah. Because our 6s and 7s are, when we're kicking out 47. Yeah, right. Yeah. So when we call Gucci, we're telling he's a rapper, not a trapper. Not for Gucci, man.
So he's not kicking out, he's rapping. Yeah.
Take her out. She's all made up, she's ready now. No one ever showed her how. Oh, she doesn't care, just take her now. Yeah. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. Sunshine, you know you're all missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. More bodies than she can keep count. And all you pretty girls on the rebound. To be a shining light out in the crowd. Oh, she doesn't care what she's taking now, no more. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you. She gets so loose and she gets hot. She gets out like it's her first time. She's so proud, everybody wants her up all night and sleeps all day. Knock on the door, the sunshine's gone away. She's so proud, everybody wants her now. Listen, sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. Oh, she's so proud. Everybody wants you now. But now I'm back in chains and that's okay. stay out of my blood. I want your love, God, to die. It's all that I need. My kind of drug, like nothing else. Dead in my veins, nobody knows. No one knows what you're doing to me. Never let out, die to die. Don't make a scene. She's fire. I can't escape her flames. Hey, 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 she's smoke and breathing her in again. The heat is all burning me down. Well, I want your love, darling, to die. It's all that I need. My kind of drug of life, nothing else. Been in my veins, nobody knows. No one knows what you're doing to me. Never enough, got to die. Don't make her sing. I want your love, got to die. It's all that I need. My kind of drug of life, nothing else. Been in my veins, nobody knows. No one knows what you're doing to me. Never enough, got to die. Don't make her sing. She's fire. I can't escape her flames. Hey, 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 she's smoke and breathing her in again. Hey, hey, I want your love. I want your love.
The Black Moods live here from St. Louis. Second half of the 2025 UFL Championship set to come your way. When we return, more of the unprecedented access reports from both teams. We'll give you the latest on the betting updates as this presentation of the UFL Championship will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC station. Here in St. Louis, the UFL Championship presented by Underdog. 37-19 St. Louis. Jordan Ta'amu just played a first half about as well as you can play the game.
320 yards from Jordan Ta'amu. Remember, we started this broadcast mentioning he didn't get all UFL. He wasn't Offensive Player of the Year. He wasn't the MVP. That was Bryce Perkins. Jordan Ta'amu was making a statement tonight.
Check in with our betting analyst, Aaron Dolan. Aaron?
Well, guys, the storyline has been this total, and the live line is up to 83.5. And no, that's not a mistake. It's up to 83.5, and the line has also swung 16.5 points in favor of the DC Defenders, now currently laying 13.5 points heading into the second half.
Yeah, 83.5. Let's go to Tom Luganville. Tom?
Yeah, I'm up here in the booth with Fred Kice, the offensive coordinator at DC. You told me this is going to be the longest half of your life. And I said, well, what could shorten it up? So what's going to shorten it up?
Well, I'm going to run the football. We make some adjustments in our run game. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. I mean, if they get tired, I'm going to tempo it. So, I mean, I'm not going to slow the game down none. I'm going to keep my foot on them. So.
How much do the clock rules in this league play into your thought process of play calling when you have this lead?
In the fourth quarter, it plays in a lot. But right now, no, it doesn't play in at all. No, I'm playing like we're down by 14 points.
All right, thank you, Coach.
You got it.
Sam?
I'm here with Bryce Perkins. Bryce, league MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. What was the message to your team in the locker room?
Can't get it back in one play. Gotta chip it. If that's what we gotta do, we gotta do. Defense gonna go out there first. They're gonna do their job, get a stop, and then we gotta do our job. Long game, second half. We gotta roll. Big plays. Whatever it takes.
Thanks, Bryce.
Yep, thank you.
Jordan, back on April 27th, DC won against Arlington 37-33. That was the most points they had scored this season. Just scored 37.5.
Against a Michigan defense that's good. Now, it was a bad matchup, right? You get the #1 pass offense against the worst pass defense in the UFL. Problem is Michigan has not been able to affect Jordan Ta'amu. The pass rush has not hit home, giving him way too much time. That's the adjustment I'd make if I was defensive coordinator Colin Bauer in the second half. You got to pressure. You got to try to force the issue. But first, you got to come up with a stop to give the ball back to Bryce Perkins and hope he can get back in this game.
Sidewinder of a kickoff. Penalty flag comes in. Jordan Ta'amu.
And I said he's the best deep ball thrower in the UFL, and he showed that tonight. Every deep ball has been on the money. Coverage breakdowns in the secondary for a secondary that's banged up in Michigan. But Jordan Ta'amu has been a one-man show trying to take home the only hardware that he cares about, which is the championship trophy. The only one he didn't get awarded. He's trying to take it tonight.
It's been interesting to hear both Jordan, who's mic'd up, as well as all the interplay with his teammates who are over the moon excited to prove the point that he's the best in the league. They go empty to open up this second half.
Ready, to go.
18-point lead. Pressure right off the edge. He was able to survive it for just a moment as Noah Dawkins was coming in, as we look at our progressive first half stats.
Oh, Colin Bauer was listening to me, bringing the pressure there, but the stats are just wild. I mean, this is 2 quarters of a football game, ladies and gentlemen, not a full game. 379 yards from DC, and Michigan wasn't too shabby either. 218 yards. They got to come up with stops. They got to force a turnover. They got to do everything they can to get the ball out of Jordan Ta'amu's hands, because he's been perfect.
Ready, to go.
Straight ahead goes to Amu as he lowers his shoulder past midfield for a first down.
Ace left, ace left, ace left. Thunder, 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 thunder. Let's tempo, let's tempo, let's tempo.
Fred Kai is the offensive coordinator, who's named the assistant coach of the year this week in the UFL.
Ready, to go.
Abram Smith testing that right side as he spins, but couldn't keep his footing, but does get inside the 45-yard line.
And what did Fred Kai say? I'm going to keep my foot on the pedal. Right? I'd love to get back into tempo. I want to get them tired.
Staying 11, staying 11.
He's not playing like he is up 2 scores right now. He mentioned he's playing like he's down 2 scores.
And Jordan, this is how dialed in they were. He told me before we talked to him that the last 2 plays of the first half, the long touchdown and the 2-point conversion, their radio was out. They communicated all of that from the sideline.
Wow. Abram Smith, as DC is rolling, the former Baylor star running back who had an all-time Sugar Bowl performance with 172 yards against Ole Miss.
Turbo. 13 on the field. Mayday, mayday.
Turbo. Here we go.
Turbo, same play. They run same play.
Quickly getting it out into space off of it, though, as they go to Chris Rowland. Got this great combination between Ta'amu, the running game, and then Rowland in space. And, of course, the big shots downfield.
23 bubble, alert Houston. 23 bubble, alert Houston. 23, alert 72.
Your 23 bubble, that bubble 23. Is for Chris Rowland. It's just the RPO, the pass option attached to this run play. This time Michigan's going to get 3 guys over 3, so Ta'amu should hand this ball off.
Second and 3. And a lot of movement up front. You saw Taylor Stallworth surge into the backfield.
Encroachment. Defense number 94. The 5-yard penalty results. The first down.
That big Taylor Stallworth.
Right, bunch right, lady,
saw
lady,
Jordan Ta'amu signal.
Lady.
Jumped across the line there.
Yes, bunch.
This one lady, they call this. Just going to be a handoff to the left to Deion Jackson.
Here we go.
Obviously, Ta'amu always has the option to pull it, but he'll hand it here.
Does pull it, and then utilizes the option to get it to Rowland. Miller and Kai Nakua with the tackle.
Yeah, no. Should have the numbers in the box. There's only 5 guys in the box. Sometimes when a quarterback gets in rhythm, when you're in the zone, like they like to call it, you want to keep that ball in your hand as much as possible. That time probably should have handed it off.
Second and 8.
Ready, to go.
And this is Jackson. It'll be 3rd down from just inside the 20-yard line.
10 personnel. Spread right, stack. Spread right, stack.
With the tackle.
Quack out. Red, quack out. Shams, quack out. Red, stack.
We got too many.
So you're 10 personnel, so no running back or no tight end in the game.
Spread right, stack. Quack out.
Receivers.
Red smash. Come on, ready.
Red smash. So on one side, you're going to have a corner route and a hitch.
OTB. Here we go.
This is the same play he threw the touchdown on the corner route.
Ready, to go.
Good reminder, Tom. 3rd and 6, and it's incomplete. Looking for Mickens.
All right, great drive,
So we'll send the field goal unit out. Matt McCrane will come out to attempt the field goal for DC.
Yeah, that time, great coverage by Adonis Alexander. Luke's mentioned same play they scored the touchdown on when he bit on the short route, and they threw the big one, the corner route behind him. That time covered the corner and nowhere to go for Tom. That's a good stop, right? Even if it's a field goal here, it's a good stop for this Michigan defense.
McCrane made from 22 earlier, this from 38. As he puts it through. He was one of the best in Big 12 history when he kicked at K-State, had experience in the NFL, and now adding to the lead here for DC. What can Bryce Perkins do to respond? We find out next. As he tries to come back, spins free. Can you believe that from Bryce Perkins? What a play!
The pressure, Perkins still on his feet. Somehow, someway, Houdini does it again. Makes a man miss, spins. Oh my, what an athletic play by Bryce Perkins. Come with it.
This is how legends are made.
The incredible moments of the MVP season for Michigan's Bryce Perkins, but Jordan Rodgers, he's going to need some of those here in this second half.
Yeah, and you heard the song right there. This is how legends are made. You want to be the MVP, want to be the offensive player of the year. Now that everybody in this building knows you're going to throw the football, it's all on your shoulders. How do you answer? And for a guy that's still not 100%, we're going to learn a lot about Bryce Perkins here in the next quarter and a half.
Here's Michigan's Malone on the return from the 5-yard line. And he's met with good kickoff coverage at the 21. Let's listen in to Bryce Perkins as he comes out to lead this team. 160 yards and 2 touchdowns to this point.
Right trig, wing hero, rip zone.
That's a great first half, you know what I mean? It's just on the other side.
Exactly.
Bonkers. And again, this offense is built to run the football. They're built to throw RPOs. They're going to have to change their identity here.
Zone, on top, ready?
Start spreading the ball around.
Yep.
Getting their guys in space a little bit more.
What's up? Whitey, what's up? Turn, what's up?
Toatawa will go straight ahead. And he'll get it out to the 25-yard line. Sam?
Back here with Danny Etling. So, Danny, real quick, what was the message in the locker room?
Your message was just one play at a time, especially with the offense. We can't get it all back right away, but in this league, you never know because there's 3-point plays, there's the 4th and 12. We just got to stay with it. It was a 2-score game at that time, so we're just going to stay with it.
Now, if you can, give us the play call if you heard it.
I missed it.
All right.
Whitey, what's up?
And then, for sure, and then talk us through what you're seeing.
Turn, what's up? 57 pushing out there, so we actually went with a double screen. So if they ended up running out to our running back, we're going to come back and throw a wide receiver screen. Unfortunately, we didn't connect. It was a pretty good look for it. So when you watch the replay, you can see it. We actually had a pretty good contour to run that one.
Right, I'm going to let you listen,
go.
And then we'll talk through the play.
Incomplete as he was looking for Mariner. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Speed go out of 2x2. So if we get any kind of a man coverage, we're going to work our 10-yard out with our go. If we get any kind of cover 3 or cover 2, we're going to work our go side, which is just kind of 2 verticals. It looks like they're going to maybe drop to some type of a 1 high zone. So we're working the go side. He's got 2 guys over in protect.
Perkins on 3rd and 7. Downfield, and it's intercepted. That is Thomas on the return. Keandre Thomas with the interception as Bryce Perkins was desperately trying to find anything downfield. And now you can see the tempers flaring as DC has taken complete control of this game.
Well, this is what Danny Etling was mentioning. They had the go route to the outside. He got 2 go routes. That outside go route, if Perkins stays with it and doesn't leave the pocket, it's going to be open down the field. Leaves the pocket a little bit early, and you can't fault Bryce Perkins here. He's just trying to make a play. It's what he's done so many times over and over again all year long. That time, kind of throwing up a prayer. And right to DC.
Keandre Thomas. His first season with the Defenders. He was brought in, traded for from Houston. Last year he played for the Roughnecks. Had a good career at K-State. A big interception as DC. Again, tremendous field position. Ta'amu couldn't connect on the strike. He was thrown to Ty Scott. Remember, Ty Scott had the 73-yarder earlier tonight. Tarpley and Miller had coverage. Luke's?
Yeah, here with Mike DeLillo again, backup quarterback here for your DC. He's listening in on what the call's going to be.
46, Larry. 46, Larry.
Oh, we got counter, huh? Counter?
Yeah, so we got a fake counter, and we're going to tight end screen. So 84 is going to delay block. It's going to be a little slip screen to the tight end. Should hit right up the hash.
84 is Mason Fairchild. There is the screen. Here is Mason. Blockers in front, and it's another first down for DC. They can do no wrong.
Texas right. Texas right. No, trips right. Trips right. Trips right. Linda. Trips right. Linda.
Got a little RPO outside zone. So it's just going to be outside zone. Here we got a stick concept working on the backside. So the tight end's going to run a stick. Chris Rowland's going to run a bubble. And our eyes are on 45 right there. So 40.
And a box count.
Yep, exactly. So it's all about numbers.
Jackson.
Numbers were light in the box.
Right into the end zone. Numbers were light in the box, and Deion Jackson said light up the scoreboard.
You want to just go for one? Yeah, we'll go for one. Go for one. Heavy, heavy, heavy. 13. 13.
Left pass.
You can just feel the air being let out of the Michigan sideline.
Here we go. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
That turnover and touchdown.
Let's go.
Look, it's still the UFL. You can still
right,
score 9
47.
points every time if you want. There's ways to get back in the game, but that one right there felt like a dagger here early in the third quarter.
It just feels like Washington is playing with such purpose and with such an edge tonight. As Abram Smith, an offensive line, tries to push the pile forward on the conversion attempt, but he's short. But Deion Jackson had a great career for the Duke Blue Devils. Played in the NFL, experience with the Jets and the Giants and the Browns. Played in 28 NFL games. And here his second rushing touchdown of the night. And it all started because of this. Keandre Thomas picking off a desperate Bryce Perkins to try to find something for his team and spark a comeback. But instead, it does the opposite. Deion Jackson with the touchdown run. DC has 446 yards of total offense, and we're halfway through the third quarter. It's all Defenders. Shannon Harris wasn't even the head coach before the season started. Reggie Barlow was. He stepped down, took a college job. All Harris has done is brought his DC Defenders team to this point. A 46-19 lead in the UFL Championship game. His background as a player is interesting. This week he told us, hey, you know, I crossed paths with Tony Romo back in the day when I was the starting quarterback at Tennessee State. 382 yards and 5 touchdowns in a loss to Romo at Eastern Illinois back in the day.
Boy, Jordan Ta'amu looking like a young Shannon Harris there. Ta'amu might just reach that 382 mark too. We got a lot of football game left.
Malone. Good return by Xavier Malone. But Shannon Harris, you think about everything he's accomplished and how much the team has rallied behind him. It has been impressive.
Yeah, I asked him when we talked this week. Did you change anything? How'd you feel you put your stamp on this team when you took over for Reggie Barlow before week 1? He said, I wanted to bring a different energy to practice. I wanted to be all over these guys. I wanted to rub off on them a little bit. You see a team that plays with more energy, plays with more confidence, taking a little bit more after their interim head coach, who's soon to get rid of that interim tag. I mean, come on. Can they take it off in the third quarter?
Yeah, exactly. Just make an announcement right now.
Lexi Tree,
obviously, it's just a formality at this point. Yeah. 46 points. The most points scored in any UFL game, regular or postseason, is 47. They have 46 halfway through the third quarter. Perkins with pressure on him, and it's incomplete as he was trying to dump it down to Nate McCrary. McCrary started this game with a 35-yard touchdown run. You watch the first quarter of this game, and you think you're going to get the normal Michigan team that worked their way to this spot. They looked very good in their first couple drives, and then all of a sudden, DC found some momentum. Michigan had to gather themselves, and DC just never stopped.
Remember, the turning point early was the fumble on the kickoff return.
Yes.
That gave DC momentum right after they'd scored. It extended their lead, gave them good field position, and Michigan just was not able to respond.
3rd and 10. Perkins going to try to run for it. Able to get out of traffic for a moment. Tried to pick up the block and spin free, but he's going to be well short of the line to gain as Deontay Anderson made the tackle.
4th down, coach.
Our team's trotting out there, but I think you got to go for it here.
Defense, be ready.
Mike Nolan and Marcel Belfay disagree with me, but what's got to lose at this point?
You know, 46-19. So Seth Vernon goes out to punt away. Mickens fields it at the 11-yard line. Mickens, by the way, 6 catches for 132 yards in this game. Well, a reminder that you can lock in your 2026 season tickets right now for the UFL. Get exclusive experiences, the early access, the discounts. You can visit the UFL.com/tickets to learn more. You know, I think about the fan experiences in this league. Right here in St. Louis, obviously one of the best. But the DC fans, they are outrageous at Audi Field. And the UFL was locked into this being a game that would be played in St. Louis. But could you imagine if it was this kind of performance for the Defenders in front of their home fans?
The beer snake would already be over the side of the stadium.
Abram Smith goes ahead for a first down. The famed beer snake would be rather long. We mentioned the night that Mickens is having. He's been special, Jordan.
Yeah, and really their 4th or 5th receiver, just 240 yards on the season, already up over 140 or around there tonight. It's been downfield. It's been getting the ball in his hands. It's been busted coverages on the back end. Michigan has just not had an answer for Mickens wherever he lines up on the field.
Smith again with the carry. In terms of Mickens' yardage, he has 132, so that sets the playoff record for receiving yards. Now, he's 15 yards away from the entire UFL record. Hakeem Butler, who plays right here in St. Louis, has that. So if Mickens gets to 147, he has the all-time UFL record.
10-10.
Jordan Ta'amu, 8 drives tonight, 6 touchdowns, 2 field goals. It's pretty good. Jet motion with Chris Rowland. As Rowland will advance it ahead for another first down for DC. Mutin was there for the tackle.
Fred Keiss getting exactly what he wants, Jordan, out of this run game. Still a little tempo, but boy, they starting to wear out Michigan up front.
36 Gucci. 36 Gucci.
Well, To that point, Tom, they're so good at getting the ball in the perimeter with rolling, right? Those jet sweeps, that when the run game between the tackles is working, you just can't defend them. And that run game up the middle hasn't been something that's been super successful for them all year, but last 2 games, it's been rolling.
To Amu, looking for any position to go upfield as he makes his way to the 42-yard line.
Ace left. 22 duo from the pistol. Go ahead and huddle. 22 duo from the pistol.
Hold. Yeah, just another run play. It was funny talking to Fred Kais this week. He said, look, I only ran like 3 run plays last week total because they were just having success with everything. Saved a lot of his game plan, a lot of the shot plays, a lot of the creative quarterback run for this game that we've seen so much of already in this game. It's been super successful.
Deion Jackson, he's able to bounce it, and a couple of flags come in, so we'll check on that. Deion Jackson, who had a huge game last week here in St. Louis in the XFL Conference Championship.
Holding, offense number 74. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Second down.
Just the 2nd penalty on DC tonight. Mentioned Jackson last week. He had 21 carries, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns in that rout of the Battlehawks. To have these 2 games back-to-back, just the way they came to St. Louis last week, the way they came to St. Louis today, it's the best form DC's been in all year.
And a great way to finish the year for Deion Jackson, who you saw right there. He really hasn't played in a couple years. He's been injured almost for the entire year last year, all year the year before. So a little rusty to start the season, him and Abram Smith both, but they've hit their stride here late.
To Amu, he's going to take a shot downfield. And he delivers again, and this time it's Seth Williams. Jordan Ta'amu's stat line tonight is going to be an all-timer.
Well, Seth Williams, a guy that they just signed on May 13th, 6'2", 211, former Auburn wideout. He's a jump ball extraordinaire. Had a big touchdown last week on a jump ball post route. That time, one-on-one coverage with DJ Miller. That's a cover 4 beater, right? Chris Rowland was on the slot. He ran a dig route. That safety over the top of Rowland sucks up. You have a post that's wide open, one-on-one. And Ta'amu, the touch he's put on those deep balls tonight has been unbelievable.
It has, and with that post route connecting, they go for 46 yards there, and now they are just running downhill. Abram Smith goes ahead for 9.5.
This is just where you take the soul out of it. Oh,
you really do. You broke their will.
Yeah.
Ace right.
Michigan right now just looking
right
lost.
Pistol. 29.
Looking defeated.
Ace right pistol. 29.
And DC looking to keep adding to this lead.
Go back up. We're ready to go.
Smith again. And that is the drive and desire the entire team has been playing with. It is 1st and goal, DC.
Ball's going to be at the 4-yard line or
Michigan
3-yard line.
And you could see
and
and
feel
right
the
now. Demoralization, not just of the defense, the entire team.
Staying at 11.
This drive has been a drive that is demoralizing for the offense, the defense, even the coaching staff. You could feel some of that dejection.
Sam, this will be the 8th play of an 86-yard drive.
Hey, flip it. Here we go. Ready to go.
1st and goal. Smith. He's met in the hole and driven back by Muton.
Hey, keep leaning on him.
Keep leaning on him. And that is exactly what that offensive line and this backfield has done.
Hey, here with a play call.
47 Saints.
47 Saints. Here we go. 47 Saints. Yeah. Here we go. 5. Ready to go.
Trying to knife ahead forward towards the goal line is Deion Jackson. And he's going to be just short, so it'll be 3rd and goal from inside the 1.
One duo.
We're on the 1, right?
We're on the 1 yard line. 3rd down.
I would say with the 1.
I don't want to run the pop.
I'm saying
it's the half-yard line.
Ticking down the final seconds of the 3rd quarter as Shannon Harris, the unexpected head coach superstar for the DC Defenders. He's heading to the 4th quarter, ready to close it on championship. And the UFL Championship will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. Getting ready to start this 4th quarter, and our game flow is brought to you by Progressive. And when DC has 544 total yards at this point, this is what your game flow ends up looking like, even though Michigan started early.
Yeah, early on, Michigan jumps out to the lead. DC answers. You felt like it was just going to be a back-and-forth game. Then a turnover led to another DC touchdown. They extend the lead. Just when you thought it might be all over, Perkins has an answer before half. They close the distance, but every time DC has touched the football, it's been Deion Jackson, it's been Jordan Ta'amu, and then the MVP, Bryce Perkins, trying to get his team back into it, claw their way back into it.
Malik Turner had the 71-yarder, but this was one of the daggers. Ty Scott, 73-yard touchdown. Ta'amu has always had the answer, and they may start off this 4th quarter with more.
Levin's out there, bro.
The DC Defenders trying to close in on a championship.
I'm gonna keep it.
And sometimes the most obvious storyline is the one you should focus on, like the #1 passing offense in the UFL against the worst passing defense in the UFL. That was the storyline coming into it, and that is what this game, that's how this game has transpired for DC. It's been the big explosive plays.
At 387 yards passing, Jordan Ta'amu right now the record for any UFL game, regular season or postseason, for passing yards. Adrian Martinez had it, but now 387 yards for Ta'amu is the best passing game anybody's ever had in the UFL. And he's adding to it to Briley Moore. A little bit of a scuffle at the end of the play, as the officials were quick to separate everybody, but Briley Moore with the touchdown reception.
Okay, so number 88.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct foul, offense number 88. That penalty will enforce on the try.
You heard the ref say 88 just kicked the ball into the rafters. That's Briley Moore after the touchdown. You just felt like this one was personal for DC.
DC Defenders fans who have made the trip here to St. Louis chanting, "We want the beer snake."
They got
a mini snake.
It's like a beer worm.
It's a baby snake.
Size. The travel size.
You know, this DC team, we talked about it driving over here today, guys, is sometimes you have the stars align, right? Yes. And you have chemistry, and you have the right bounce here, and you have the right play there, and you start peaking at the right time. That's exactly what's happened to this football team.
Now, as Sam says, Tom, there is the travel size beer snake. It's one of the great newfound traditions in modern pro sports, the beer snake at Audi Fields. And here, of course, on the road, they're doing the best they can with those who have traveled.
Not a bad effort.
It's pretty good.
It looks like it's done by one guy, so it's a hell of an effort.
Maybe a tough Sunday morning for him, but it's a heck of an effort.
What time's his play?
They've got a lot to celebrate tonight. And by the way, after the penalty, this is marked all the way back at the 17-yard line. This is a 1-point conversion from the 17-yard line because of the penalty. DeLillo in at quarterback as he goes to the corner of the end zone. Another flag is down. So Jordan Ta'amu closes out his night, apparently, with still an entire quarter to play.
Holding, defense number 19. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. We'll replay the try.
Golly, I tell you.
Long time.
Well, now you're on the 7, though.
Guy that prides himself
do
on
it.
defense.
It's a lot better than it was. Oh, it's on the 12.
Mistakes
All
from
right,
this
we're
defense
good. We're
tonight.
good.
So we'll re-rack it. Got another 1-point attempt here.
This from the 12.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, get set, get set.
Mike DeLillo,
Get set,
the backup
hurry.
quarterback, in now with this massive lead for DC. On the conversion, he goes with the shallow cross, and it's incomplete, looking for Mickens.
He rushed him. He rushed
We'll
him.
go back to the touchdown from Ta'amu.
That's a great play fake. Extends the empty hand there to try to get Javen White on the backside to bite. He bites just enough, and Riley Moore there for the easy touchdown.
One of the major storylines that we talked about early on. Jordan Ta'amu did not win the MVP award. It went to Bryce Perkins, his rival quarterback on the other side tonight. Ta'amu led the UFL in touchdown passes, was second in total yards.
I had like 2 squeezing
He's just cementing a legacy here in spring football that I think is going to be tough to compete with. I mean, he's a guy that's done this at a high level for a long time. He led the USFL in passing yards in 2022 and touchdowns. He was the XFL Offensive Player of the Year in 23. Second in the UFL in yards and touchdowns last year. I mean, he is one of the best every single year, and now you put a championship in his trophy case. He's got a strong argument to be the best spring quarterback we've seen.
I want to remind you that Sunday Night Baseball will be coming your way with another great rivalry between NL West foes, Giants and Dodgers, is 7 Eastern on ESPN, and coverage will begin with a special 2-hour edition of Baseball Tonight, Sunday Night Countdown, beginning at 5 Eastern. The over-under for this game was 52.5. DC has 52.
The live line jumped up to what, 83 at one point?
Yeah, 83.5.
It's like a basketball game.
Truly. Bryce Perkins gets it out to Malik Turner. Turner had the 71-yard touchdown a week ago.
11.
It's getting chippy down there.
Let's go.
DC is taking every opportunity they have to
let's go, Lexi, Rip, Belly, Omaha.
Player that they're standing across from.
Let's go, hey, Lexi, Rip Belly, Omaha.
At this point right now for Bryce Perkins,
Rip Belly, Rip Belly.
not the exclamation point he wanted on such an amazing season, but a chance to still try to finish it out the right way. Gain some pride here in the fourth quarter.
Terrible stuff.
They go with McCrary. It's a good run by Nate McCrary, who's just tripped up by Anthony Hines. And keep in mind, when these two teams met earlier this year, week 6,
Liz Brave,
Michigan lost them. It was 38-14. They ran for 213 yards that day.
And it wasn't a fluke. There was no turnovers. There was no big special teams play. Michigan manhandled them. That's why this is so surprising, because DC's done it on the ground. They've done it through the air. They've been the ones that physically have dominated a Michigan team. It did it to them.
Good run by McCrary for a first round.
Indiana Fitch.
Take one more.
Rex Bacon,
next play.
Ricky, Indiana Fitch.
Let's go, hey, back, Rick. Hey, back, Rex Bacon, Ricky, Indiana Fitch. I'm talking, ready? Indiana. Yep. Here you go.
Bryce Perkins and Anthony Hines.
Bro, just ignore it. Just ignore him, bro.
Star quarterback and the star linebacker.
Ignore him, bro. What's up? Ignore him.
Perkins going to take a shot, and it's incomplete. Well, this is what we were just talking about. Week 6. The Panthers had 3 rushing touchdowns, over 200 rushing yards. Run defense of DC just gave way that day, and it was a 38-14 win for Michigan.
Yeah, Perkins with the no-looker there had 76 yards and a touchdown on the ground with his legs, and just a completely different game we're seeing here tonight.
So it's Howell with the carry.
You see there, DC just couldn't run the football, couldn't get much going on offense.
By the way, we talked so much about DC with Jordan Ta'amu tonight. They've rushed for 157 yards as well.
Yeah. That's the thing. Everything's been working for him.
What's up? Whitey, what's up? Turn, what's up?
Perkins has to step up in the pocket. Flag is down as he gets it to Turner. Turner turns the corner, then spins his way into the end zone. We'll check on the flag back at the 21-yard line.
Offside, defense 48. It's going to be declined.
This against the defense.
Offside, defense number 48. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
So Malik Turner's been the bright spot for Michigan tonight. 7 catches, 140 yards, and now 2 touchdowns.
And a lot of it has been these second reaction plays by Bryce Perkins when he steps up in the pocket, and Malik, the veteran presence he is a guy that's played in over 40 NFL games, has done a great job of showing his numbers to a quarterback that's scrambling, finding that soft spot, and being a playmaker when the ball's in your hand.
Two-point conversion attempt. Perkins incomplete, couldn't connect with Mariner. Well, Malik Turner continues his strong night. Perkins kept the play alive. Turner, the yards after catch and the extra effort to get in for the Panthers. One of the unique rules in the UFL is that a team can, for an onside kick, put their offense on the field for a 4th and 12 from their own 28-yard line to try to retain possession. In the 4th quarter, you're behind or the score is tied. A 4th and 12 from your own 28-yard line. And obviously, with this score and a championship on the line, Michigan must do that. So here is your quote-unquote UFL version of the onside kick, a 4th and 12 from the 28.
What's up? Whitey, what's up? Go. Whitey, what's up? Turn, what's up? Hot.
Perkins to try to keep possession, and there was a lot of movement up front.
Neutral zone infraction, 48.
No.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 48. 5-yard penalty. It's 4th down.
So a more manageable attempt to retain possession.
Yeah, great use of the hard count there from Bryce Perkins. If his center would have snapped that a little bit sooner, they could have had a free play there. You'd love that, because now it's still 4th.
Hey,
still 4th and 7 here. Not ideal, but better than 4th and 12. Malik Turner, the go-to guy, is going to be to Perkins, is right in the slot.
He's been targeted 8 times. Can they get to that 40-yard line and keep the ball? Yes! Devin Ross with the catch. So Michigan keeps possession here with just over 12 minutes to play.
Boy, and this is gritty. Watch Bryce Perkins hang in the pocket here and take a huge hit from Anthony Hines on a little bit of a green dog blitz. He had to hold and wait for Devin Ross. It's a deep corner route. There was some contact at the line of scrimmage. And he let this ball go early, but just in time. And here we go now. Michigan back on offense.
Now you look up at that scoreboard, you see 27 points, but keep in mind in the UFL you can have 8- and 9-point possessions. And now hitting him in stride is Cole Hikatani with the reception.
Let's go.
Perkins to Hikatani.
Here we go. Let's go.
One in a million talk.
Seminole.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Seminole. Hey, Liz,
Michigan got a little bit of life here.
Liz, Seminole.
Quick to the line.
Let's go. Seminole, son.
Perkins. And he gets it complete inside the 10 to Mariner for first and goal. This all after the 4th down conversion to retain possession. A flag is down at the 3-yard line.
But watch the change of arm angle that Bryce Perkins has here. He stays flat to stay behind the line of scrimmage. Contorts his body, lowers that arm angle, and somehow gets it to COC Mariner.
Defensive holding is declined, obviously. 18-yard reception by Mariner.
Left trick hero, Liz zone. What's up, ready?
Now your interest starts to peak if you're on that DC sideline. You know, you were kind of celebrating, taking it easy.
Please reset the game clock to 10 minutes and 54 seconds.
Make this a 2-score game here with a potential touchdown and a potential 3-point play.
Can sort of see the gears in Shannon Harris's mind work. He's looking up at the clock, putting up a score, saying, all right, what's realistic here? First and goal for Michigan. There is Shannon Harris, one of the big stories of the year in the UFL. The coach of the year. Reggie Barlow stepped down before the season started. Harris took over. And now Perkins is thinking about running his way in there, but finally the pursuit was able to get to him. Trading with the tackle.
Trips, zing, Liz trail select. Left trips, zing, Liz trail select.
Remember, we talked to Bryce Perkins this week. He mentioned last week in the second half that ankle really started to bother him.
Yes.
Brace on it, started to get tight. That's a play he usually can turn the corner with speed there. You can tell he's not 100%. Athletic enough to still buy some time, but wasn't able to turn the corner there.
Second and goal.
It's 0. Turn, son.
And Perkins gets it complete to Malik Turner again. Turner's having an outstanding championship game.
Oh, it's just a little angle right. He's going to work outside first and then cut back underneath the defender. This is such a good catch. He's got to flip his hands over. It's in traffic. Ball's out in front a little bit. This is a big-time catch by Malik Turner. How good has he been?
Been unbelievable. 8 receptions for 144 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That is a tight window throw, too, from Bryce Perkins. And interesting, they're going to go for 2 here from the 5, as opposed to that 3-point play to try to make it a pseudo 2-score game.
So 2-point conversion attempt. Perkins. That ball is incomplete. A flag comes down. We will check on that.
Defense.
Number 1. All right, so we're going to the 2-yard line.
Holding. Defense. Number 1. The ball is placed at the 2-yard line. We'll replete the try.
Whoa. Bryce, right Closty, X up, Liz, yuck, lucky. Right Closty, X up, Liz, yuck, lucky.
Trying to make this a 19-point game.
Obviously, if you can make it an 18-point game, it just takes 2 9-point possessions.
Yeah,
just. But 2 9-point possessions, obviously, is the math you want, but they're going for 2. And McCrary's effort is going to be short. So it stays a 21-point margin. Well, Michigan took advantage of the 4th and 12 conversion, and Malik Turner with his 3rd touchdown reception moments ago. 52-21, but again, the unique rule in the UFL that instead of an onside kick, the team is allowed to keep their offense on the field, place the ball at the 28-yard line, and attempt a 4th and 12 to retain. Michigan was able to retain possession after their previous score, come down the field, score again. So here's another opportunity for the Panthers.
Let's see if they try to go hard count again. Empty protection.
Bryce Perkins against that 4-man rush that nearly gets to him. And then he gets it complete to retain possession again. And it's Malik Turner.
Go.
That is unbelievable. I thought Perkins was going to go down for sure. The pass rush gets all around him, somehow shakes Andre Mintz, and once again, Malik Turner just finding the empty space on the scramble drill. DC taking a timeout here. Maybe they gather themselves a little bit.
It's the first half.
I think just enough, right? Just to settle back down and say, listen, I know you were looking up at that scoreboard the entire third quarter and thinking we're coming in for a nice cruise control landing.
Yep.
But we still have to play football. Tom?
Yeah, I'm here with Billy and Louisa Ta'amu, who ironically were here a week ago for the semifinal game and planned the whole week out without knowing whether or not the DC Defenders would be playing for a championship tonight. So, Billy, I'll start with you. Obviously, we've got a heck of a football game going on here, and you're a proud papa. But what did you do all week?
We just visit different areas. We went to the zoo, the cathedral. What else we did? We went to the arch. You know, we visit a lot of restaurants and, you know, eat a lot of good food, a lot of ribs.
A lot of ribs. That's good stuff. We're going to let them run a play right here. I'll throw it back up to Tess. We'll get back to Miss Billy and Louisa.
It's great to see Jordan's parents here. Louisa and Billy making the trip. He's got a lot of family and friends coming out to support him. And I said confidently, hey, we're going to win this conference championship. We're going to stick around and win the whole thing.
Here we go.
Perkins. Flag is down as he is taken down back at the 36-yard line. Derek Roberson.
Offside. Defense number 50. Line up in the neutral zone. Fire penalty.
And that's who the penalty is on.
Yeah, Roberson's got 6.5 sacks on the year. I think he was in the conversation to be the defensive player of the year, but that's one thing he does. He got called on that last week as well. He gets really close to the line of scrimmage. He's done a great job of getting a fast start, a big jump. That time just a little too soon.
4 years of NFL experience. He goes all the way back to the fact that his first 2 NFL sacks were against Drew Brees.
Yeah, Perkins a little more mobile than Brees.
Just a little. So 1st and 5 after the penalty. As this is Devin Ross who gets extra yardage down to the 40-yard line.
On the ball, 2x2, go. Rip protection.
Rip.
You can hear Marcel Belfay saying, go, get to the line of scrimmage. This defense has been out there a lot. All right, they got a little breather during the timeout before the second 4th and 12. This is a lot of snaps in a row for this DC defense. You can tell they're a little tired.
Well, converting the consecutive 4th downs to retain possessions after a score, and now Toa Tawa with the reception, and that's another first down for Michigan.
11, stay 11. All right, here we go.
Roberson.
Let's go.
Jogging to sideline to get a break.
Here we go.
DC hands
Let's
on
go,
the
Rex.
hips.
The puck is running. We got to go. Left trig, live zone. Hustle. Go on the ball.
He's out there trying to slow down Bryce Perkins in his comeback.
Let's go. Set. Whitey, set. There we go. Turn, set.
First down, McCrary. trying to break free to the left
go
side.
fast, go fast.
Down at the
Lucky,
27.
Auto Classy, Lucky.
Let's go, Rex.
Boy, Blake Williams has been dialing up cover 0. They've been blitzing, leaving man-to-man on the outside. They're one missed tackle away from another big play. Looks like they're going to play a little softer coverage on this one.
Perkins. Flag is down as Perkins cannot escape the pressure of Anthony Hines.
I think on number 69. I think on number 69.
Holding. Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's second down.
Yeah, Perkins has been running for his life a little bit back there. He's got a pretty significant limp going on as he walks back to the huddle. Remember that right ankle, as you see the hold there. That right ankle has a big brace on it. He told us he's only about 85%. Remember, he missed the last 3 games of the regular season with that injury. You can tell it is really bothering him right now, but that's been how Michigan's manufactured yards, is him scrambling, extending the play.
It's been 25 minutes of real-time, time-of-day minutes, since DC has had the ball. An offensive lineman just caught it. Noah Johnson, the center, off the double ricochet and deflection, just came up with a reception.
Yeah, this was almost caught by 3 or 4 guys before it somehow bounces to Noah Johnson. How about the yak test? Yeah. You know, he catches these like, I got to get upfield. Let me run somebody over.
This is my moment, Jordan. I've got one chance. Your 290-pound receiver.
What's up?
3rd down and long for Perkins. And it's incomplete.
10 personnel, please. 10.
They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. Yeah, go.
Here we go. 4th and 10. Rex Trey. Rip. Go swap. Indy. Rex Trey. Rip. Go swap. Indy. Come keep it high on the go swap.
Let's go.
See what you have to read out. We're at 10 or 11?
Hey,
10.
Should we feel good?
Rex Trey. Go swap.
We might need to take a timeout.
Indy.
We're not
We got 8 seconds. We got 8 seconds.
They're worried about the play clock. And it looks like a timeout is going to be called.
DC. It's their second and a half.
Timeout's actually
It'll be 30 seconds in length.
being accounted to DC here. So a 4th down and 11. Absolutely wild.
If we make it, then we're another 4th and 12. All right, field goal. We're going field goal.
So you heard Mike Nolan make the decision. We're going field goal. If you do that, it becomes an 18-point margin, and in the UFL, you can have 9-point possessions, 3-point conversions, so you'd be a 2-possession game.
And honestly, I think the offense just needs a breather as well. I mean, if they're going to line up and go 4th and 12 again, it gives you at least a little bit of time to talk about what you want to do on that. Obviously, you got to make this field goal first to make it a 2-score game with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left here.
And that's what they are going to do. That's what Mike Nolan was discussing. He said we're going to kick the field goal, then go for that 4th and 12. And so, yes, it does give your offense a breather. But more importantly, it's, hey, we have a long down and distance. Let's get points and then get the ball back again.
Right inside Sam. B.T. Potter comes out there, the former Clemson star, for a 49-yard attempt. He's always had a good leg, has Potter. And 49 yards. And he puts it through. So Michigan looking up and making sense of the math, and now they, of course, will go for it again.
This is crazy, Tess. I mean, this is going to be the third consecutive 4th and 12 for Michigan.
It's 11:13 Eastern time. The last time that DC had the ball was at 10:45 Eastern time.
Like around the middle.
You know what's funny? You know when they changed the overtime rules for college football, and all these odds coordinators said, I'm going to have 6 or 7 2-point plays. How many 4th and 12 plays do you think Marcel Belfay has?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you like it? Do you like the 4th and 12?
I do like it. Right? I mean, because you were always alive. You put the hands back in, or excuse me, you put the game back in the hands of your offense instead of a random fickle bounce of the ball to the football that no one practices and is pure luck. At least if you're hot, you're rolling, you get to keep rolling the dice. And Bryce Perkins right now has converted this play 2 times in a row. Let's see if he can make it 3.
Here it is again. 4th and 12 to retain possession. This is the UFL rule. In lieu of an onside kick, a 4th and 12 at your own 28.
Malik Turner there in the slot again has been the go-to guy.
He has 159 yards. Will they go back to him?
They're going to bring pressure here.
A-gap pressure. It's picked up. 4th and 12. Gotta have it, and it's incomplete. So finally, as Keandre Thomas, who had the interception earlier, defends that. Finally, DC's going to have possession of the ball.
Yeah, and good protection this time from Bryce, or for Bryce Perkins. I feel like he thought he wanted to scramble, realized he had the pocket. That ball just a little behind Cole Hicatini there. Remember, they still have the challenge, so right now assistant coach is going through that play, see if there's anything they can try to challenge and get that play back, but looked pretty clean to me, and DC will have the ball. Great field position with the chance to, boy, when's the last time we saw Jordan Ta'amu with the chance to actually close this game?
I can tell you, it was a half an hour ago.
Here we go, here we go.
He might have needed to do a whole calisthenics warm-up routine again.
Seriously. Jordan Ta'amu comes back into the game for a moment just to close things out here, and he's going to run the ball. And that clock will run down loose.
Yeah, back after 30 minutes and a lot of nails being bitten down pretty short here for the Ta'amu family. I'm with Louisa here. Listen, I know one of the most exciting things for a mom is to watch her son play football, but it's also nerve-wracking. Describe your emotions of this game.
First off, God is good. I'm just so proud of him and the team. So right now, I'm just excited that he has his opportunity to be able to play the championship. So just praying that I know he's excited. So.
Well, he's a fan favorite here. You know, started his career off in the XFL here in St. Louis. Very successful. I've been down on the sideline. I'm hearing the fans from the stands, and a lot of them are wearing blue and silver.
Yes, they are. They're excited. He loves the fan, and we're happy that the fan loves him. But first off, you know, we got to make sure that we win this and take it home.
Hey, enjoyed talking to you. I wish you the best. I know it's a long flight home tomorrow, but hopefully you'll be going home with the championship, son.
Yes, we are. We're going to go home with the championship. So, hey, Hawaii. So we're coming home with the championship. So.
There we go, Tess.
Came all the way from Hawaii to watch the conference championship game and got to stay around for a week in St. Louis to watch their son close in on the UFL Championship.
Here we go. Hey, how about
DC's got a little decision here.
Put Chris back there again. Let's go back to
4th and 1.
Let's go.
Flex.
You know, anytime a play call is Gucci,
16 Gucci.
it's probably a good thing. It's probably a play they like.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yes. Get out.
See there, short by just 10 inches.
Yeah. Ready? To go.
4th down. Rowland turns upfield. Rowland's got more than just an inch. Another touchdown for DC.
And Bryce Perkins just still gassed from being on the field for almost 40 straight minutes. And 4th and 1, the defense is thinking something up the middle. You bring in extra beef, a bigger body up there, and Chris Rowland gets the ball on the perimeter, and he's tough to stop.
You got it. I'm sick of that guy, man. You got to cool it. He can't keep doing that. Where do you want the ball? Are we going for one?
Shannon Harris is
Going for one.
hot about somebody on the field.
Yeah, it looks like Garrett Marino is actually taking the helmet off of one of the DC Defenders' offensive players. And so Shannon Harris is upset and frustrated. He says they're playing dirty. The defensive tackle number 44, Garrett Marino for the Michigan Panthers, is taking the helmet off and putting his hands in the face of the offense. And Shannon Harris is visibly upset that it's happening and not being called.
Ready, to go.
Conversion attempt is stopped immediately as Abram Smith couldn't get upfield. So 58 points. Just the second time in modern spring football that a team broke 50 points. And this is the most ever.
Yeah, look at all those bodies in tight around the line of scrimmage. And Roland's able to get the perimeter, find a crease. And at 5'8", 175, he just needs a tiny crease. And little style points at the end there.
So back in 2023, St. Louis, the Battlehawks, playing in the XFL at the time, scored 53 points in a game. So between the USFL, the XFL, then they merge and become the UFL. 58 points, this is the record.
And Jordan Ta'amu should be really pleased with his team, not just himself. I mean, he can pat himself on the back, and I think he proved to everybody that he deserved one of the trophies, whether it was MVP or Offensive Player of the Year. I think he should have got one of them. And Bryce definitely earned one of them as well, but Jordan Ta'amu was in a league of his own tonight. 388 passing yards, 4 touchdowns.
And well-heralded statistician Joe McNish has been tracking it all night long. DC in the postseason, 17 of 20 on their scoring drives, 10 for 10 tonight. He has a little abacus over there he's very proud of. I want to remind you that the next stop on the Formula One calendar is the Grand Prix of Canada. Pre-race coverage begins tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern. The race starts at 2 p.m. right here on ABC. I used to go up to that thing every year. What a scene.
Oh, I bet. We've had our own Grand Prix here, though. DC offense has been running laps around.
Yes, it has.
Defense all night.
573 total yards. We'll have the post-championship celebration, the awarding of the MVP, as well as the UFL Championship trophy coming up right here on ABC. Malik Turner, he has been the star player for Michigan tonight, and he is down at the end of that reception. You know, last week, DC came out here to St. Louis, and this really got everything going. Max Duggan was harassed all night long by the DC defense. Jordan Ta'amu and the running game. As Jackson, they were in prime form. They dominated from start to finish, 36-18. Didn't need to leave town. Just stick around and collect hardware.
Lovingly calling this place Audi West because they play so well here. I mean,
Audi Field in DC is a great home atmosphere for the defenders.
I mean, that was him in the first quarter.
Except tonight, yeah. Well, last week the defense was rocking. The running game was sensational. He didn't need to be the guy he is tonight. Tonight, 388 yards, 5 total touchdowns, 4 passing, 1 rushing.
Yeah, good to see Malik Turner get up and walk off the field under his own power. He's got 170 receiving yards tonight. That's a record.
Perkins able to get it complete to Toa. Yeah, Turner targeted 11 times, 10 receptions, 170, and the 3 touchdowns.
Let's roll. Turn, what's up?
Perkins trying to direct traffic. Boy, he must have missed 5 missed tackles just to go ahead for a couple of yards.
Jalen, do your damn job. Let's break.
Andre Mintz
Let's break.
was able to secure him.
I'm going to go away.
2 by 2. 2 man. Tell what's that?
Toatawa, who's been an excellent story this year, was actually cut during preseason camp. He went home, started a regular job. He was living with his brother, washing golf carts, just making ends meet. Came back when they suffered a bunch of injuries at running back, and down the stretch of the season, Toatawa was a massive part of the success of Michigan, as Perkins is going to air it out to the end zone, and it's just beyond the reach of Samson Nakua. As we reach the 2-minute warning, a record-setting scoring night for DC. Minute 54 away from being called UFL champions. Defenders and the Panthers have combined for over 1,000 yards tonight. 58-34 in this UFL Championship game presented by Underdog right here in St. Louis. Bryce Perkins and Michigan have been looking for any chance they can to rally back in what has been a long fourth quarter of 4th downs and 4th and 12. And here on 2nd and 10, he's brought down by Roberson. All the conversion attempts that they've been trying to keep the ball, and you can see that sore ankle of Bryce Perkins playing a role.
Yeah, Bryce just trying to buy as much time as possible. Roberson finally getting to the quarterback, finally getting that sack. He's been close so many times tonight. Again, 6.5 sacks on the season.
Hey guys,
the best pass rushers
we
in
need
the
to get him
entire
out.
UFL.
Huh? Yeah,
Here,
get
Mike
Danny.
Nolan's concerned for Bryce
Yeah, but he's got
Perkins.
it.
Yeah.
Are you talking to him right now? No, sir.
Get him out.
Yeah.
Get him out. We get you.
The coach and offensive coordinator are telling Bryce Perkins with communication, hey, you can come out of the game right now. But he's going to stay in.
What's up?
Perkins able to get it to Mariner to the 30-yard line.
It's a gritty performance by Bryce Perkins.
Let's go 11.
Very obvious limp, that right ankle.
Everybody's alive.
Right ankle's been bugging him the last 2 weeks. Have to physically go grab him off the field and take him out. That's the kind of heart Bryce Perkins has.
Also, so many of these players have talked about the reason they play. I know everybody likes to tag it to trying to get back to the NFL, trying to get back to the NFL. Yes, but you talk to almost all the players in this league, and it's about the passion and love of the game, of wanting to just keep playing and playing and playing. Bryce Perkins is a good example of that. Now, I will tell you, listen, you look around NFL rosters, Bryce Perkins should be in the NFL.
Yeah.
Jordan Thomas should be in the NFL.
Agreed.
But they love the game. They want to be doing this. 4th down. And it's incomplete, so DC will take over and bring this clock down towards a UFL championship. No, we got a flag here. We'll wait on that. That Gatorade is getting lined up. It's their head coach, Shannon Harris. It's going to be a good splash. They got some momentum working.
Down.
And there's not much ice. It's a lot of liquid, boys.
Luganville scouts everything.
28 on the defense.
Got my head on a swivel test.
You do. What color Gatorade is it, Tom?
Green. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 48. Also, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 73. Those penalties offset. Michigan was short of the line to gain. It's a turnover on downs. It's 1st and 10, DC.
He's been to the highest heights, an NFL head coach, longtime NFL defensive coordinator. Shannon Harris, a guy who, during the preseason, was an assistant coach. Elevated, stepped up, took a different approach, galvanized this team, and is about to be a champion.
Yeah, you're good. Ready? Let's go.
As Rowland will look to close things out.
The Gatorade bath is lurking.
Jaden Mickens, one of the guys who has it in hand. He had 132 yards. Here it comes. How's that feel, Coach?
Love you, man. Love you too. Congratulations. Appreciate you, man. Ready? Let's go.
Well, I love football. So did you hear one of the coaches saying, play to the zeros, play to the zeros?
I can't turn it off.
Yeah, you just use Gatorade bath your head coach.
And take a guess who it was. The strength coach of all people.
Yeah, of course, right? A little waterproof vest was a great call for Shannon Harris.
58-34 with the clock counting down. Gatorade all over the place, and it's played to the zeros. Don't you just love ball? How well done by Shannon Harris and this group. We're going to hear from him post-game. There's going to be confetti flying, a trophy to hand out, and an MVP award to give out. And I think we all know who that's going to be. Love you, man. Boy, do they. Willard, it's official. The DC Defenders are the UFL champions.
I love you.
58-34.
Nice job. Nice job. Way to go. Nice job. Thanks a lot. Congratulations,
Jordan,
Coach.
Thomas, I'm going to turn things over to you. I'm going to head down there for the trophy presentation and celebration. We'll see you on the field.
Thank you very much, Tess. Look at you. Champion. You got to describe for those at home that don't realize what this team's been through, what you were dealt with at the end of training camp, and you thrust into the head coaching duties, and here you are now as a champion.
Yeah, to God be the glory. And I tell you, these guys here, man, the coaching staff, support staff, I mean, everybody's been on the same page since day one, since taking over. And, you know, again, we just rallied around each other. And it continues to just be us, we and ours, you know. So these guys, I mean, I can't thank them enough. The effort they put into this, the resiliency that we had throughout the course of the year. We have some great fans back in D.C. We want to do it for them as well. And God is amazing, man. God is amazing. And I'm very grateful.
Well, I'm going to go let you celebrate it with your football team and collect that trophy.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
Sam, you got Jordan?
I'm here with Jordan Ta'amu. Jordan, outstanding performance. How did y'all go about putting on a show like you did today?
You know, kind of just playing within our offense, you know, not to do too much. We just wanted to play our game. We knew going into this week we were the better team. And
MVP! Say no more!
Say no more.
He don't even need it. He just showed you.
Appreciate it, brother. Oh, my gosh. But such a surreal feeling. I mean, I trusted in my coaches, trusted in my O-line, receivers, and, you know. MVP. Jesus Christ. Could not have done it.
There's been a lot of message from your teammates about you should have been the MVP or should have been all UFL or maybe even Offensive Player of the Year. How does that message resonate with you?
I mean, it hurt whenever I got that news, you know, last night. But, you know, it was a chip on my shoulder. And, you know, I knew God had a bigger plan for me. And He wanted me to have a different hardware. And I would rather have a championship and win with the team than my own self.
Thanks so much, Jordan. Over to you, Tom.
All right, thank you, Sam. Here with Jaden Mickens. 2 huge touchdowns tonight. some big explosive plays.
Yes, sir.
Describe your performance tonight.
That's all I've been doing all my life. My 8-year NFL career, when my name is called and my number is called, I'm going to light up. I'm going to light up the show, and, you know, I'm here for my brothers, and it was just an awesome atmosphere to do that. We prepared for it, so when we was prepared, we showed out.
I heard you tonight on the sideline pointing out to anybody that would listen that that's the MVP right there. What has Jordan Ta'amu meant to this football team?
Everything. He the heart. He the soul. He the reason why we come and we get up and we focus on what we need to do. He takes charge of that huddle. He doesn't say nothing. He doesn't complain. He just grinds. He doesn't cry about it. He grinds about it. And that Islander right there, he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy.
From an offensive perspective, your position coach at the quarterback position goes to the head coach in Shannon Harris. Fred Keiss is kind of the glue as the offensive coordinator. But what did you see from Coach Harris throughout the season as he grew into the head coaching position?
I just seen more aggressiveness. He's aggressive, very aggressive, but not reckless. And as we progressed, we had the quarterback, the receivers, we all getting together, getting the running game, and then we just made sure that we didn't cry about it. We just, every day, we prepared to get us to this moment where we just unleash everything and everybody gets a piece of the pie.
Well, go enjoy it, will you?
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Jordan, break it down for us upstairs.
Well, it was a quarterback duel for the ages. Bryce Perkins, the league MVP, threw for 340 yards, 4 touchdowns. But it was Jordan Ta'amu that won the day. 20 of 27, 388, 4 touchdowns. It was the deep ball over and over downfield. This one to Jaden Mickens early in the game behind coverage. Another deep shot here to Mickens as he split safeties for a touchdown. Corner out to Cornell Powell. Over and over, Jordan Ta'amu threw darts downfield behind coverage. Even did it with his legs. He mentioned he wanted to leave it all on the line today, and he did that. Look, the voters didn't vote him, but he went out there and took the only trophy that really matters, the championship trophy. Tom, what you got?
Well, from the MVP of the UFL Championship game to the Assistant Coach of the Year, Fred Keiss, the offensive coordinator for DC. I know you said you were looking for Shannon Harris, and obviously you should be. You'll get to him. But tell us what Shannon Harris means to you.
Oh, Shannon Harris, you're going to make me cry. The guy's a heck of a football coach. He passed me 5-6 years ago. All these years he's been my so trusty assistant, and now I'm going to be his assistant. That man is awesome. He ain't never cussed in his life. I ain't never heard him. I mean, give him the job. I mean, this guy is, I love him to death. He does a hell of a coach. Excuse me, Lord.
From a championship perspective, how much did this one mean to you?
Oh, this means a lot. It means a lot. This one's for him. I mean, his career is just getting ready to take off. This is what the league's about, you know? I mean, he's a young minority guy who's really, really good, and the world just saw it. And no offense to Coach, he's a great coach. We put on a clinic today.
You did put on a clinic today. That's right. Congratulations,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Go enjoy it. Sam?
Over here with Deion Jackson, we're talking to your offensive coordinator. You said that you all put on a clinic. How were you able to be a part of such an offensive performance?
I know Keiss called a great game. He called a great game last week. We just wanted to build off the momentum that we had last week, and we knew they were going to try to play the run heavy. So, you know, I just got to come in and play my part. You know, run hard, just do my job. You know, I told the receivers coming into the game they were going to key in on the run game because me and AB had a great game last week. So I told them just be ready, and you know, they answered today.
Deion, what does this win mean to you?
It means a lot. That was our goal coming in. We talked about championships. We wanted to win the championship. You know, this is personally, this is my first championship since I was in high school. We won state 2015. So, you know, it meant a lot. And I know it meant a lot to the players that's been here. This their 3rd year or whatnot. I know they had a level of sour taste in their mouth in 2023 in the loss versus Arlington in the championship. So, you know, I wanted to bring it home for those guys.
Thank you so much, Deion. Aaron, over to you, our betting analyst, to wrap up the game.
Well, records were broken tonight, and records were also broken in terms of a betting perspective. Let's just look at that total. It closed at 52.5. It got as high as 93.5 on the live line. The DC Defenders were absolutely incredible tonight, and they overcame the odds for the entire season. They were 7-1 heading into the season, which was the 5th shortest odds, and then they end up just winning it all. They are currently on ESPN Bet, the favorite to win it all next season at +250. So if you're interested in that, you could take a look at that. But the Defenders, again, overcoming the odds for this game as well as for the entire season.
The UFL is crowned a champion.
And now you can unite behind your defenders. Get your official champion t-shirts, caps, and more.
Champions of the UFL.
And be part of UFL history. Buy now at shop.theufl.com.
For the 2025 UFL Championship Trophy Ceremony.
The celebration is underway with the DC Defenders as we are here with the executives from the UFL, Russ Brandon, Daryl Johnson, and the co-owner, and a big smile because what a season it was, Danny Garcia. You ready to hand out the MVP?
I am absolutely ready to hand out the 2025 UFL Championship MVP to Jordan Ta'amu.
Congratulations. Congratulations. This is an all-time performance by you. There was a lot of talk this week about not getting the MVP. You got this MVP, you got a championship, and you have a stat line that's going to go down the record books. 388 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, a 2-point conversion. You did it every which way. How'd you pull it off?
You know, number one, I just trusted God. Number two, my family and friends, my support staff that, you know, was there for me always. And number three, could not have done it without Coach Shannon and my team, the DC Defenders.
Jordan, when you reflect on your journey, how much does this mean to you to be a champion at the end of a football season?
It's a dream come true, man. I mean, we worked our butt off, and I can't even speak right now. I'm speechless because I'm so happy. My heart is racing, and could not have done it without these guys, like I said before, man. It's a dream come true.
Teams don't stay the same. They either get worse or they get better. This team got better, and it was the love you have for your head coach that I think proved it. The guy who wasn't even the head coach when the year started. From interim to champion, Shannon Harris. Congratulations.
Take the tag, go. Take the tag, go. Take the tag, go. Take the tag, go. Take the tag, go.
How much does it mean to you to hear the love and admiration of your players for you?
First, I want to give all thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. God is amazing, and to God be the glory. So, amen. But these guys back here, man, a resilient group of guys. I mean, we started in day one, and I mean, they never flinched. And they worked their butts off, backs against the wall from day one. And, you know, when the schedule came out and we knew that we had Birmingham on the schedule, our intensity went up from day one. And we talking about the 3-time defending champs, we had no time to waste. We had to get to work and go right away.
You did that, and right through the end with a record-setting scoring performance here. And I believe he's earned something, Danny. You have the honors.
Coach Harris and the DC Defenders, on behalf of myself, all of ownership, Fox, Disney, Redbird Capital, ESPN, Dwayne Johnson, I am so happy to present to you the UFL Championship Trophy.
Points scored in modern spring football history, 58-34. Sensational performance every which way here in St. Louis. For Tom Loganville, Sam Acho, Jordan Rogers, and our entire crew, I'm Joe Tessitore. Congratulations to the DC Defenders, the 2025 UFL champions.